Right. Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back. Back again. We did not get to stream yesterday, but we had a great video release yesterday, so hopefully you guys have seen it. Good morning, Pump Smash. Welcome. And Diab, how you guys doing? Happy late birthday. Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate that. It's good. Good to be back. We got a guy played our Pokemon game, so he did like a review or something. I will check that out. Anyway, Max, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Got my legendary yesterday on my 5th row kill. Very nice. How was your big day? Yeah, it's fine. Nothing special. But yeah, we are back. And it is time to do some keys. How's it going? Fun times. Welcome. Hope all is well. Me too. I also hope this. Alright, let's get some stuff up here. Check out what we're doing. Still looking for that weekly score. Depending on how today goes, I'm considering not streaming tomorrow and just making a video instead. There's so many videos now. I keep getting more and more too, so I feel like I owe it. I don't want to just not make videos on other things people are sending me. They're all worth sending. So I may consider that. We'll see how today goes first. We really need Everbloom. Everbloom, if we can get Everbloom finished at all, then it'll give a ton of weekly score. That would pretty much be our goal today, Everbloom. 25 Everbloom, there's one. Gio, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Good morning, Fernando. Welcome. How the hell are ya? Alright, well, we're invited to this key. There's Caledonian Craft. What's up, Caledonian Craft? Welcome. How's it going, bro? It's going good. How about you? Oh, that's a good coloration for them. Best part of the day is the Metro stream. Thanks a lot for saying that, man. It means a lot. It is a good part of the day for sure, for me as well. Last time we played with the Death Knight in here, or at least the most memorable time we played with the Death Knight in here, the guy freaked out at me because I didn't do what he wanted me to do on the boss. Hopefully we won't have a repeat. All good at work, so watching while I can. Well, I appreciate that kind of dedication, man. It means a lot. You guys who watch at work, man, I don't know. kind of makes me worried, but as long as you're not gonna get in trouble. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, so you replied, I would have no idea how to edit the videos and stuff. No, you don't have to edit them. Just send them to me, I'll do the editing. Just need the raw hilarity. I'll get the rest done. Hey Metro, wanted to ask, how do I survive big prototype pulls as a blood DK? I always struggle in proc purgatory. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. That's hard for me too, man. Just rotate your CDs better and record your stuff and you could look back at it, you know? Like if you have a pull that's giving you problems, you can record it. Make sure you have the damage type weaker on the screen, record it, and then look back at the footage afterwards. And you'll hopefully be able to learn what you could have done differently and what you could have done better, you know? Like a lot of times when I look back at that kind of footage on my end, I'll see like, oh, I actually had Vamp Blood up and I didn't use it when I needed to, or oh, I didn't realize that I was not in range of the mob, or you know, like something. Sometimes it'll be something obvious. But have you ever tried Unholy DK? Yeah, a little bit. Don't enjoy DPS though. I watch at work, but I watch from home and have your stream up on my personal PC. Nice, man. Well, thank you very much. Either way, I appreciate that kind of dedication. Oh, we have Arya again. Whoa. Holy shit. We saw this person this expansion too. But if you don't recognize this person, you will have to go back all the way to season 4. Leaves without a word after first boss wipe. That's the first entry. And then the second entry, actually the last thing on the list. Blames death to funnel on threat, then blames inability to heal Medivh on people standing in the wrong spot. Hey homie, Tyaby, what's up buddy, welcome. And Griffin as well, how the hell are you? Good luck in your Everblooms, thank you, we will need it. I love the spreadsheet of failure, yeah. It's fun to keep track of all this, that's for sure. Stand in the middle so you can get hit by all three. Why were you standing in the middle for birds? That is not trying. I wasn't. That's not how it works, I said. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember what happened here, but... put work. I'm couch bound with a cat farming heart scales. So yeah. I got here and you were already talking about them and I knew it was the priest. Yeah, we're in key with this person again. Whoa, that's the wrong dungeon. Why did I do that? Valshara. Nope. Morning 35-year-old Metro. What's up, man? Yes, indeed. We did it. A lot of 35 feelings nowadays. Good evening. There you are. What's up, man? Welcome. There's Tyralos. He just played through my whole Pokemon game. Unfortunately, Jix ran into a bug that I wasn't able to fix at the time that prevented him from trying the final gym. But this is the guy who is the first person to beat my entire game. Although I don't have a working version of the final area of it into the New Game Plus segment, but he beat all 18 gyms. What's your peak Mythic Plus score? My peak? What do you mean? I'm currently 3352 if that's what you're asking. Didn't even have to pull the spreadsheet out on him. Oh yeah, we played this guy a bunch. I mean, obviously it's the name of a Game of Thrones character, so I won't soon forget that name. All-time peak? Oh, I mean, I have no idea. Don't forget there's been some seasons with more than 8 dungeons, so obviously that would inflate it. Okay, they left the party. Oh, what am I doing now? Oh my god. I'm in the wrong dungeon constantly here. SLB 5 gifted memberships. Damn. Thanks a lot, man. You know, it'd be nice if they bring back Breath of Sindragosa. Oh, yeah. You mean for Frost? Or you mean as all Death Knights? At one point, I guess all Death Knights had it. Oh,
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
Mythic Plus?
Blood Death
Knight. Thank you very much for 5 gifted memberships, man. Very generous. Does it even play all 5 anymore? I don't even know.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
Oh, it's Blood DK.
Blood Death Knight.
Chick's got one. Sweet, man. Congrats. Welcome back. Hero and Aegea also got one. Cool. You never saw Game of Thrones? Oh, yeah. It's tough to watch it all now, I'm sure, after 8 seasons, but it's one of the best things I've ever seen. Honestly, yeah, House of the Dragon is even better, so. Does your game have all new Pokemon that you created yourself, or existing Pokemon? I didn't create any new Pokemon now. It's got every single Pokemon from Gen 6 and below, and then I added some Gen 7 ones, and then I added some, like, specific Pokemon that I felt matched the gym leaders that were that you're challenging, you know? Here and there, like a Mega Lapras or something. I can't remember. There's like a couple that or like Ash. I made like an Ash's Pikachu, which is like 10 times better than a regular Pikachu. Stuff like that. Read a Song of Ice and Fire. They are better. Well, they're not finished is the problem, yeah. That Pikachu was insane. Yeah, you want to see the stats on that thing, dude? Let me show you the stats. You're gonna lose your mind when you see this. There's Lance's Dragonite. Here's Ash's Pikachu. Well, it's probably easier to see if I open it. Hold on, let me do it this way instead. It's still in alphabetical order, right? So it's this one. Yeah, there you go. So it has 200 speed stat, 150 special attack, 150 HP, and that's pretty much all that's relevant, I guess. The defense stat could be higher, I guess. And it has, I don't remember what it has in the battle, but Lance's Dragonite was also insane. Let's take a look at that one too then. I suggest telling the pally heads up to Freedom You on CD. Shame you never saw Aerodactyl Solo's game. Yeah, what did you delete all your... I wanted to show him what you did and how it happened, but I guess you deleted or maybe unlisted them. That's not gonna work. It's just called Dragonite, I guess. You have to actually spell it. Dragonite, like that. There we go. It's this one. 1,000. Yeah. 255 HP, 225 or 220. Yeah, 225 defense and special defense. And I guess that's it. So we give it 1,000 base stats. Or even his Lance. Trying to remember what he actually has. It's a champion Lance, I guess. I don't know. Toxic, knocking off the leftovers and pivoting until it dies. As you saw, I had to kill it with Toxic, followed by pivoting, yeah. Private, but I can change it easily. Oh, okay, well, it's up to you. If you wanted to have them private, no worries. Honestly, playing ROM hacks and fan games makes me realize how easy the main series is. Like, Pokemon has the potential to really be creative battle-wise, and they just aren't. Yeah, it's the bigger issue is that it's basically like a kid's game now. But I haven't decided what I wanted to give Oak. I wanted it to be a properly made battle, but I just never... I kind of lost creativity, so I never finished it. Oh, there's Lance. Dragon Master Lance. Okay. Right, it won't work on here because the value's 104. Oh, actually, it still shows it. He's got... Oh, that's Cresselia. Yeah, Mars Orb, Smackdown, Zen Headbutt, Fire Fang, and Dragon Claw. Jeez. .225 is almost as high as Shuckle's base defense stat. Yep. I did 15 on Resto Druid, and I need more hands to handle the ghost and do the healing and cat weaving. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cat weaving is obviously a lot more difficult to do than other classes' DPS kit, but realistically, honestly, can just put up Sunfire over and over again, and you'll do more DPS than half the people. Did you see what Cobb posted in the Discord? It's just sad. I mean, I really don't even understand. The guy did 1 million DPS, 1.2 million DPS in a whole key. It's fucking just wild. I just finished making my perfect Hitmonchan, 252 at 252 speed, Iron Fist, and Drain Punch, 3 elemental punches. I don't know the hold for it yet, though. Oh, yeah. That's still a Diamond and Pearls remake or whatever. Those dots on Druid do huge damage. Yeah, and there's just one global. You just put Sunfire up and it's on every mob. It's like really easy. Sage, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome. I had a Monk in my key do 0 damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sadly, we've seen that more than once as well. Not great. Oh yeah, you know, also, Turlos, I don't, I guess you just never, I don't know if I, like, told you about this, though. Maybe I never did, but I'd have to look through our DM, but I kind of gave you a hint on something that I guess you just never capitalized on, but I'm going to show you something real quick. Like, let's see, for example, here. We'll just look at it this way. I know you used, what was it, Tapu Fini a lot? So Tapu Fini, okay, this is a bit hard to see probably, but here's the Tapu Fini entry, okay? So here's its moveset. At level 1, it learns Moonblast. There won't be any egg moves for Tapu Fini. And then something that I added to pretty much every Pokemon is like a legendary move, like a move that's extremely powerful at the end. 99, right? Misty Terrain, that's a very, very powerful move. And so I thought about over leveling and bringing them down again. Okay, cool. So you had thought about it. Yeah. I thought it was cheating. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely not cheating. That's like the reason money works the way it does in the game, right? Like, it's like you have that option to spend a bunch of your time to get a bunch of money to buy rare candies and then level. Like, you can do that from the get-go. So, like, you'd be able to level the Pokemon to 99 as soon as you catch it at level 10 or whatever, and then you level it 80 times, and then you have the moveset you'd want for the whole game. But obviously it's a lot of time and commitment, especially early on in the game. But by the time you're at the end, like when the Pokemon's cap is 95, obviously you just can go ahead and do it real quick and then not lose anything. It's the same way with Meowth. Like, so the higher level Meowth is, he'll catch more and more, or he'll get more and more pickup. And then the same thing with Payday. Payday scales with level. So it's like, if you really want to invest in that early on, you know, you're going to spend a ton of time and money on it. But if you invest in it late, it's not much time and effort at all. I tried to get Mist Surge with ability capsules. Sadly, you removed it. Yeah, I removed it because of that level 99 move there. It would have been really broken. I wouldn't have been able to keep the Pokemon in the game like that. Because those will change the field. And so I don't remember where this happens, but there's an item. I think N gives it to you at Alder's Gym. I can't remember where you get it, but he gives you a thing that makes it any field change last longer. It goes from 4 to 8 with that as a held item. So like those are really good ways to potentially give yourself an advantage late. You must have real talent if you developed a game from the ground up. I did not develop it from the ground up, no. Hey, Morning Metro, happened to see my milestone message. Milestone message. You mean, I don't know what you mean, sorry. Did I miss a comment? Is that what you mean? I've actually not loaded up WoW in a bit. Been really enjoying Last Epoch. Sweet. Griffin, what's up? Yeah, no. Oh, hello. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, we're just waiting on a healer. Yeah, but it didn't work with Drizzle. I didn't think it would have worked with Mystic Surge. I think it only works if you actually use a move that changes weather or terrain. Yeah, it only works with the actual moves, yeah. And then, let's see what else. So there's a good amount of Pokemon that have... The only one that will get it naturally without being level 99, though, is Pikachu. Pikachu gets Electric Terrain as an egg move, which is incredibly powerful and broken. That's why Pikachu is one of the best Pokemon in the game. And then the TM you get from Karen, it only works on 3 Pokemon. One of them would be Umbreon. So that would be another thing that you might have missed. Kind of surprised they're not taking that Paladin. Yeah. Hey Metro, glad to catch the stream today. How have the keys been so far? We haven't started. We haven't even started one yet. I assume you play an NA server. Yep, that is correct. NA servers. No worries. Been a member for 2 years today. Oh, awesome, man. Well, very grateful for that, man. Thank you for that. Scally as well. What's up? Long time no see. So he says, as you probably know by now, I'm not a native speaker, so please forgive my spelling. No, you did great. First off, I'm going to dive into the questions for the player you put in your README. What did you think of the difficulty? The goal is very hard and very high access to power to overcome the challenge thoughtfully. You said, well, to put it simply, it's hard, very hard. As someone who loves to do hardcore Nuzlocke, I have to put myself through a lot of different challenges in this franchise. I have played a lot of fan games as well. I think this is surely among the hardest fan game and ROM hack I've ever played. I was confident, despite you telling me that it is impossible to do, that I could try and Nuzlocke this game. I got humbled very quickly. I'm not sure about the access to power part, since aside from the species variety, you are actually very limited in held items and TMs, etc. Though it is true that you have access to all the tools you would need to beat the game, it can be very difficult to actually figure out all the things that can carry you to victory. For me, as someone who loves to challenge himself, this is actually quite fun. I'm not sure how somebody with less knowledge about the franchise would feel about it, though. But maybe this game is not meant for rookies anyway. That's a great answer to that, actually. Yeah, it's a difficult thing to balance because, like, yeah, and this is what was unfortunate with Pokemon Reborn and Rejuvenation. And I think what caused Jan to actually stop making an intense mode for Pokemon Rejuvenation. There's too many people out there who spent like obsessive amounts of time playing Pokemon, and then those people just make strategies that the bad players just follow to the T, and they beat the game that's meant to be very, very hard, you know? So that's why one of the main reasons why I didn't want to publish my game publicly, because I don't want people doing that and like breaking it, you know what I mean? Before it's like actually fully developed. But yeah, no, you're totally right about all that. I would just say, like, in terms of the access to the Pokemon, though, like, I think that's, you know, then I think like the whole level up to 99 thing, and you know, I feel like you get some really, really powerful TMs. I don't know, having bulk up and Calm Mind after 5 gyms seems really powerful to me. But how was your birthday? Yeah, it was great. Well, I mean, yeah, it was good, solid. Yeah, great. I will record my next key on an alt as it is gearing. No idea how to edit videos and stuff. Yeah, no, you don't have to edit them. Like I was saying, don't bother editing them. Just upload it to either Google Drive, which would be my preference, or YouTube, and then send me the link through the email is my preference. Or if you need to, you can send it to me in Discord. Breaking your game would suck. I just mean like if you broke it and then everybody just copied your strategy and beat the game that way, and then they would never play it again, you know? I wouldn't want that to be how everybody beats it. Like, that's the point. That's like not the point of me making the game. Hey man, how have you been? Duffy, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. Good luck then. I hope you have a nice birthday despite life being busy. Thank you for saying that, man. Yeah, obviously I had thought about that leveling to 99 thing. It was a bit cheap. I figured it out by trying to see if Garchomp will ever get Earthquake. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little cheap. I agree. That's why, like, I really made this game from the ground up for challenges. Like, beating it once is obviously hard, especially the first time you've ever done it and if you don't have a lot of experience. But I really had made it from the ground up hoping that people would eventually try challenge runs of it. So, like, challenge runs that I could immediately see are no over-leveling. That would be an easy thing to add. You know, mono-type, one-type only type runs. I think that'd be really good. You know, other things like perhaps like no field changing, no field manipulation, you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like there's a lot of things that happen frequently in the game that you'd easily be able to just say, all right, we're not going to do that, and that's going to be the challenge run for this. And then obviously we have those ones that are listed at the very beginning that are just probably never going to actually be beatable, but Nuzlocke, and then on top of that we have the evolution chaos stuff. I think the hero talents look dope, to be honest. Yeah, me too. They really look good. Why are a lot of people getting so upset about hero talents? I don't know. Try not to pay attention to people like that. It's because people are just like really they're too attached to the game anymore. Like they think like, oh, if it's not exactly how I want it, then it's not good. It's bad. It's like objectively bad, you know. But considering we don't even have the alpha, like I don't know why people are so upset. I think the hero talents look dope. Yeah, we read that, but yeah, I agree. Imagine the leader inviting the last person to start the key. I can imagine it, yeah. Alright, we got a mage. Balls being called to assist. We'll be back soon. Alright. We'll be here. Holy Priest? Nope. Doesn't really matter which type it is, though. Unfortunately, it's bad all around for this dungeon. Maybe it's a fire mage. I'm sure it is. Is that a frost DK? Yeah, we'll see in a second. Oh, I don't have the recording stuff up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. First pull, we're going to be huge. Let's see how it goes. Pretty much our only way to aggro that. It's unfortunate, but We want to get that mob in immediately. Hey, we got freedom, nice. That's good to see. Nobody actually knows about it. You need to use that interrupt there, Jimbo. Is that not Jambo? Jimbo, okay. Big DPS that pull, you'd hope. That pull with Bloodlust really is not going to get any bigger. It's not holy as well, so they should be good for that. Oh. How'd that get aggroed? Where is the legendary? Still in the hands of Fire. For some reason, this dungeon feels a lot easier on Fort. Oh, really? Not in my opinion. Not as a tank. It's fine, guys. Fire Mage is a funnel class. They don't do big damage, okay? You did like half the damage to the other players on the back of Bloodlust. It's a good spec. That unholy DK is making me proud. Sweet. Fire isn't funnel. Oh no. So they don't do anything then? Maybe I just had good DPS in my last group. Yeah. Alright. There was a new patch for Convergence mod for Elden Ring. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'll play it again, but I did want to check the patch out at least. Just the problem is I edited so much myself now, you have to redo all that.
No, he will awaken.
Having 2 Death Knights is really nice in this dungeon though, honestly. Any changes? Yeah, big change. Seems like they added a bunch of new weapons and stuff again. They changed like some Lake of Rotters. I've never even been to these areas, so I don't even know, but they added like a whole new boss and area there. I don't know. I've not really played much of the game, so I don't know actually what they changed a lot of places. They did like a full overhaul of the Geomancer, whatever the beast guy, whatever the beast guy is. I was thinking about doing another playthrough before the DLC to get warmed up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Funnel is doing more damage to a target. Come on, we're gonna die here. Make sure we both cheat deaths. To a target where more targets around. Fire is more single target prio than cleave. Everything around its target, I get you. Yeah, it's just a bit of a joke because we keep playing with fire mages who are just getting like blown out and overall, and people keep trying to defend the spec somehow. That extra yank is nice. Yep. Oh, that was a very bad AMS. I'm gonna regret that. Arguing with that fire mage yesterday was crazy. Yeah, that's just the typical DPS mindset, sadly. Everybody takes it as like a personal attack whenever you question stuff like that. Fire shouldn't be top in overall, to be honest. I know, that's why it's bad. Wow, he didn't die there. Cheat Death is probably getting used here, though. We do have AMS. Are we gonna get a freedom? I don't think we got freedom once, and that's it. I'm pretty sure. I think anyone who's good at fire isn't doing 25s at this point. Well, that's obviously true as well, but he freedomed you while you were going to get the flowers. Oh, I see. Why would I need that? People playing fire tend as flavor of the month. I can see not being good. That's pretty much what we're talking about. Yeah. If somebody was in here fully maximizing fire, it would look way, way, way different than the guys who are losing by half. Like we had a guy yesterday who, or 2 days ago now, lost on overall by 100,000 DPS. Did 100,000 less DPS than the other guy. And then the guy was in the chat, like trying to like act like it wasn't a problem. It's like what? What? Are you an Ogvoker? Like I don't give a shit what your fucking damage profile is. That's not okay. Like it's just not how the game's meant to work. We timed the key, it's fine. I mean, well, yeah, to be honest, it did go well, but it's just one of those things. Here's a spec that needs a perfect storm of conditions to be competitive, right? Just not really interesting to see in the pug world, in my opinion, but that's fine. Got more than enough handicaps, might as well throw another one on the pile. Good evening, Stealthhunter, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Why are you so dumb regarding fire mages? To be honest, funnel classes do less overall. Their contribution is making pulls shorter, not by slamming damage, but by equalizing pull duration and by melting big mobs. And these guys who are playing them are not doing that either. Fire Mage loses to 9 different DPS specs in overall. It's whatever, man. I'm sick of arguing about it. You won't convince me that it's a good pick. I'm sorry. Just came home, kind of tired. Gonna cook something soon. How are you? I'm doing great. Fire mages are trash. Worst pug spec in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would go that far, but it's just so much. Frost is just so much better for Mythic Plus pugging. It's awkward. It's gonna cost me big time, but we still have all cheat that stuff. I guess if Fire Mage sucked, you should timeless keys with it, right? Nah, not really. I mean, there's 3 DPS in the key. Like, we literally upgraded the key that we were talking about with the guy doing 100k less overall, so too many variables to look at DPS that way. Hey, and also, we don't keep just stats on Fire Mage, so we wouldn't be able to look at that. It's so funny how people get offended by the reality in front of their eyes. It's whatever. I'm sick of arguing about it. You guys want fire mages in your key? You're more than welcome to play with them. I do not.
3, 2, 1.
Just can't get that mob. I don't know. As fire mage with ignite build, you need at least 23 keys to do your damage. And I think now you'll see a lot of people learning the spec. Yeah, really, that's my ultimate complaint. It seems like a lot of people are not playing it well, and it's very hard to play, so I'm surprised to see this late in the season people even trying. Your chatters do 26 at most, let me out. What do they know about priority damage? That's fine. Okay, see you later. Thanks for stopping by.
forest closes in around you. Run away, little girl.
2, 1.
This really should be a lust pull, I feel like. But we still have both cheat deaths up at this point, so we should be alright.
Run away, little girl.
Also, Ignite Build starts popping having keys where stuff actually lives long. So not like this pack then, I guess, huh? Is he the guy who was mad about the armor? Nah. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Please, guys, no theory crafter discussion unless you're high rank like me, 1800. To be fair, and Holy is the god of padding big pulls, but yeah, that's awful. Yeah, I don't know.
3, 2.
This guy gonna res him or? Meanwhile, Fire Mage below the tank. Yeah, that's normal, guys. You're still saving time, 100%. He's gonna quadruple the other DPS at some point when the queue's over. Make up for it. I'd say on authority on running low keys, I can say the 15 I did last night was harder than this. Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, low keys are harder than the higher keys at this point, it seems, based on the footage we're getting sent to us. That guy was touched. Nice Game of Thrones reference. You touched, boy.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away.
That fire. Hey, Harry, what's up, man? Glad to see you. Me and Harry had like a 5-hour conversation yesterday. He even roped me into playing League of Legends with him for about 2 hours, 3 hours yesterday. That Fire Mage clearly doesn't have enough haste. Oh, that's gotta be it, yeah. 3600 main. Fire Mage does barely more damage than Ogbo Crip, but doesn't provide the other DPS with the damage Antagonist. Alright. God, doesn't Holy pop off like this in other keys? I think it's because of how many targets there are. Yeah, from what I've heard, Unholy is actually very good DPS. I think there's a cult of fire mages. It's the only explanation. Yeah, the explanation is that people look at the top keys and think like, I idolize these people. I will do whatever they say, and they don't think about the actual reality of what's happening when they're doing it. This is the ultimate pad instance. Whoever gets their damage out in the plants wins. Yeah, no doubt. But unfortunately, those plants are the hardest mobs in the dungeon, so I'm happy with that. Kill them as fast as you can. They had an ability that one-shot the pack, all the flowers. That would be the ability I would want them to take. This boss on high keys is so hard. Oh yeah, yeah. So Harry's he's finally ready, I think, unless something's changed since yesterday. Harry's finally gonna come over to US and we're gonna do some coaching. He's gonna be playing some Blood DK, I think is the plan. So next week I hope to start that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, next week, 100%. I'm excited. Been talking about it since fucking whenever hardcore was out, when he was playing hardcore, and I made that video on him climbing a mountain. Unholy should be top overall every time in here, yeah. Plus they'll probably have a really good damage profile for the last boss too, right? I run 23s and 4s on my main, and the 17s and 18s I run on alts are much sweatier. Yeah, we were talking about it in the video I published yesterday. If you guys didn't see it, there was a shaman who basically was mad at Cop for basically not running a mechanic a different direction because he got hit by it, even though he could have moved out himself. And we were talking about it, like, the guy said, like, in a 28, everybody expects to move from every mechanic to keep themselves alive, but in a 20, the healer demands that you move the mechanic from him. It's actually kind of funny when you think of it that way. It's like the players are what make the content so hard, like just purely. Just about to level a Death Knight, so it would be great if you did some how to play Death Knight vids. Sweet. Well, yeah, hopefully if it goes the way I expect it to. Me and Harry are going to start from the ground up, and we'll see how it goes. I've always wondered if it wasn't better to just focus Dulu and keep the second caster kicked. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. Dulu does a lot of damage, but really only to me. The other ones, they, you know, they do damage to everybody. You're on Holy Pally with Harry? Maybe. I haven't decided how we're going to do it yet. Probably do at least one day where I just sit in Discord and coach them. That's what they do in higher keys. Oh yeah. Just finished an Everbloom, and wow, some of that trash hurts bad. Yeah, this is the hardest tank dungeon right now, in my opinion. This and Throne are miles above the rest. But for me, it's really the flowers. So if you're one of the 3 tanks who have the ability to drop flowers on a whim, then it's probably not very hard.
Beware. Beware.
But we are really hammering this key, so it looks like we're gonna have an easy upgrade as long as we don't wipe to the bosses. Paladin, Monk, and Demon Hunter. And Bear too, technically, but they'd have to shift in and out. Is Rise the hardest one? Not to tank, no. Rise is actually very easy to tank. It's probably one of the easiest ones to tank. To survive, at least, is what I mean. I have a run where 3k tank joined my 18, starts a pull timer, and immediately leaves the key when I start the key because the rep pally in the group didn't have talent skilled for Incorporeal. Oh god.
2, 1.
I'd like to do some stuff, like see how big keys we can get in green gear. Yeah, I'm down for all that, man, 100%. Rise Sandroom gets kind of spicy for me on Fortified. Triple Strike goes burr. Yeah, that area is definitely a little dangerous. You're right. I agree with that, actually. But other than that room, everything else is very straightforward. Even that, like, massive pull I do at the beginning, it's still... If I can just stay focused and not get hit by the stuns, then it's usually very easy to survive. The sand room is insane, but, like, you have full control over the pace of that room, and obviously the timer kind of demands that you go actively, but I honestly don't think it's that, like, important. You just make sure you don't die and you're good.
Beware.
Oh, I missed that. That's a big miss. Die. I was mad because he could have left before, but he started to pull and made me deplete my key. Yeah, those are the ones. Okay, those are the ones you want to record and send in. Like, that's totally unacceptable behavior, and frankly, like, that guy should be punished for that. I wouldn't expect someone to immediately quit a key that started over a talent. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can literally just walk out and fix it. Alright, at least we got that guy dead, so even if... Yeah, like, we'll just leave this guy dead and we're right here. We'll finish it with this, no problem. If he was so worried about it, he should have checked first. Yeah, that's the way I always look at it. It's just this arcane thing that's really hard to survive, but that's other than that, we're good.
Beware.
How are these people not kicking Pyroblast? I don't know. I missed mine. That was the big issue. I don't know what other people did and what they had up, but I went to hit mine, but I was distracted by the chat and I missed it by like a split second. This design is kind of strange. Why put the most heal intensive pack in front of the most heal intensive boss? Yeah, I mean, this is just the order of things from back when it was a challenge mode, so it's not changed. And it just happens to be this hard tuning wise.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we are just like fucking absolutely like crushing this key timer wise now.
Beware.
Sometimes we come out with only 12 minutes from the boss. Had to remake the playlist and edit stuff on phone, but it's finally there. What, the Pokemon stuff you mean? If so, thanks for doing that. We're crushing it because we got Fire Mage. Yep. He was able to melt those ice blocks. Like, a lot of hidden synergy there that people don't think about. Have all these and go boss.
3, 2, 1.
Control us all. Fire! Fire will burn away the contagion.
Original Everbloom had the same packs. Yep. Yeah, it's all the same here. It was a lot easier back then, let's put it that way. And the other difference here is that the mobs, this boss used to be spell reflected, and you would literally just like solo it with spell reflex. All of these are like you see that frostbolt that just hit me for 900k. That's something you could have spell reflected. Playing Pokemon on a 70-inch screen with a SNES Switch controller might be perfection. That's awesome, man. Well, that was very lucky. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Spell Reflect is great on this fight. It still chunks your health. Yep. Wait, are we? What happened? Why do we not have count?
Burn away the contagion.
Warriors can still reflect it. The fire AoE wasn't a thing though. Right, yeah, that's right. It was a line thing they had to dodge. I love the upgraded mechanic. The upgraded mechanic. It always feels like you can be proactive in gearing. You never feel like you're wasting your time. This expansion is so streamlined. Oh yeah. It's definitely easier to gear. I don't know if I would say it's a good thing for the game overall, but if your goal is getting gear quickly, then this is the best the system can get, really. You can pull a bug by the spider cave. Oh, really? We missed something. I don't know how. Hey, Hero. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Or is there 7 mobs up here? No, there's only 6. Yeah, we're fucked.
Burn away the contagion. No.
I don't know how that happened. Stop. Here they're dead again. Gearing still feels bad. Relying on Vol for targeting pieces when the loot table is huge sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's just how the game works, but... Casuals, last 5 expansions. It's hard to gear. Casuals this expansion, it's too fast to gear. Yeah, no doubt. It's different people, obviously, but yeah, that's the game, unfortunately. Someone gifted me a sub, I just noticed. Yeah, it was just today. SLB's gift. That's bad, I'm dead. Oh, we have cheat death. Okay, yeah, front. Let's actually get these first, I guess, just to make sure. Will the Fated Season bring back the opportunity to get trinkets and weapons from the raid? We don't know 100%, but yeah, if it's like last time, then we're good. It's gonna be like that. These guys give exactly 1% each, right? Yeah, so we don't have to count. It's in the bushes to the right of the cave entrances, okay. What did he ping? I have no idea. Probably a mob or something somewhere. Obviously, I have a million seconds.
3, 2, 1.
There's 2 on the ledge. Like what, over here? I see. Alright, not ideal, but I don't know what the hell we did wrong. It's like a whole pack, I guess. I think the pally is lagging. Yeah, that's pretty normal. I see that a lot. I don't know why, but... 6.5 minutes for last boss with Bloodlust. This is easy upgrade. There's one of those that pats in the beginning that's easy to miss. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's how we miss it. Oh yeah, he's right. No battle res.
We must stop this beast before it can
5,
escape.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We've got its attention.
Beware.
I believe. Well, yeah, unless we literally wipe to the fortified boss. Very, very easy key.
Pushing us back.
We actually like annihilated that dungeon's damage requirement.
It's reviving the little ones.
Good morning. Hope you had a good B day. Thanks, man. What you up to today?
Beware.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Twig is actually pretty enjoyable to play. On my Demon Hunter, I have 0 fixed responsibility, which is great.
Beware.
Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? This guy... And Priest is just... I don't know, man. We can't win with this fucking meta. What the hell? Alright, guess we're gonna wipe. Probably better start healing. Yeah, no, that's it.
3, 2, 1.
How many times has this guy died in this? 8 fucking deaths as a healer, man. Holy shit, dude. Tune in to see usual priest gameplay. Okay, we missed both of those. That's partially why. Didn't realize we missed both of them. When priest is meta, everyone loses. Yep. Healer's getting nuked this week. Yeah, it's a really hard boss week with fortified. Priest healers seem to be made of paper. Yes, they seem to be. Yeah, I wonder why. What on earth did I come back to? I went to the bathroom waiting to come back to see the fire mages overall, and it was a wipe. Yeah, the healer died on the fight. We have no battle reses because they died on every other fight too. How did he die? I don't really even know, to be honest. You guys want to wait? Okay, I guess not.
We must stop this beast before it can
5,
escape.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We've got its
Name
attention.
checks out. That's funny. I didn't even notice that. Limp a lot. Did a low-key throne the other day with 2 priests, Shadow and Holy. They were constantly dead. Had to decrease my pull size just for them. Oh, wow. Shadow's pretty defensive, but yeah. The fact that they're a clothy doesn't help either. Like, is this all physical damage? I think this is all physical damage, right?
We are lost.
Is it not worth saving A-bomb for the ads? No, it's a long fight. You're gonna get to use it many times.
Beware.
Don't save CDs on this fight. Too long of an encounter. It's all nature damage, is it?
Reviving the little ones.
I'm just not sure why I didn't take damage from it there.
Beware.
Probably an overlap with an ad and the slam.
Beware.
Getting the fucking things either. There's one ability, I think, the swipe from the ad that's physical. Oh yeah. What does this even do? I don't even know what this does. Doesn't seem like it's doing it. He's not even putting a debuff on anyone.
We are lost. It's pushing us back.
At least we'll finish it, hopefully.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, healer's dead again.
Finding the little ones.
Beware.
Battle res this time, but
Beware.
can't get the fucking flowers either, apparently.
3, 2, 1.
He isn't good enough to heal his boss. That's kind of how I'm thinking as well.
Beware.
The timing on the second ad is getting him. It's a tighter window than the first ad.
It's pushing us back.
The ad overlap lines up pretty good for disc, does it not? I have no idea. And before, where's it? Yeah, it's my fault, yep. And before, it's my fault. The ad AoE scales for Ford, I think. Oh, really? Honestly, that would make a lot of sense. All the other classes are pretty tanky. I imagine he could just pain suppress himself for that. Yeah, no, that's still off CD. I haven't seen him use that in a long time. Ad does the same damage on Fort and Tyrant and has more HP on Tyrant. Get you.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
The vines are overtaking everything.
Beware.
Likely wasting buttons on slams that don't have the ads up. Oh yeah. Rip key, yeah, not great. Looked like it was gonna be a very easy upgrade, but now we know this one's very easy this week, so we'll get this done today, hopefully.
2,
This key we don't have at all, so one way or the other we're gonna get a ton of score. I'm just finishing it. How is Rhett out healing the priest? Light Forge Blessing, what is that? Divine Storm heals you for 2% of your max health. Is that a bug? What is that? Why would that be healing that much? Something to do with how hard it's hitting on the boss, I guess?
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
The vines are overtaking everything.
I think it's because of the mage NPC. Oh, really?
Beware.
Passive healing is proccing on the NPCs. Oh, okay.
That doesn't look.
Yeah, but it's percentage of his health, so I think he's right. It's the NPCs that are getting it.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, at least he finished it. Guy died 9 times as a healer. That's definitely not what you want to see. So if you hovered over his healing, it would probably show more of it going to the priests. Yeah, maybe. Alright, another guy lost by over 100k this time, but this is obviously a dungeon that's very inflated. $180 some million less damage than the other guy. Alright, anyway. At least we finished it. Let's see how much score. So right now we're at 2864 with no Everbloom at all. Okay, Everbloom 25 completion. Week 7 Dix Priest. Okay. Alright, well that one's in the books. How many did we get? Up to 3264. So yeah, we got 200 points from that. Nice. So now we'll look for some 26s, but we still do need other Everblooms. upgraded, obviously. Is there anything else that we... Yeah, thrown 25 out of time. There's a few more points. I'm quite surprising that Unholy did more damage than the rat. Yeah, like we were saying, it's a great dungeon for Unholy. No doubt about that. Yeah, there you are. Kieran Tor Battle something or other. Did 23 million healing to that, and then 24 million to Lady Balnu. Mouse over them to see how much damage they did to the petals. Dread petals 157 million, 124 million, and 50 million. Yeah. Thankfully we had a Death Knight then, because those are the hardest mobs in the dungeon. That's what makes the dungeon so hard to survive. Can you check cooldowns used overall for the priest? I don't know how to do that, but if you tell me how to do it, I will. Is it like that, or? We're invited to 26 AD. There's Rodan again. Petals are a massive pad this dungeon, but at least it looks good on overall. Yeah, I don't know how many times we can say, like, the petals are the most dangerous mobs in the whole dungeon, so yeah. Keep padding on them. Feel free. Those things need to die as soon as possible to make the pack easier in my eyes. That's why the packs are so hard to survive, is when the petals don't die quickly, then I get mat stacks. Ali just asked me if I had a legendary and declined me for not having it. Good luck to him and his 23. Yeah, like we're saying, like, it's like literally like inversely proportional. Like the lower key, the harder it is. People are like more and more confused and stuff. When you have a rep pally in the group, petals shouldn't be a problem, but I guess most people don't track the stacks on the tank. Well, it's not even just... Oh, wait a minute, man. I'm really doing some weird things today. It's not even just that. I'm going to get a second allocation of the stacks if they live too long. That's the problem with it. But yeah, no, I constantly don't get it at the right times. Like, I don't even know. He, like, randomly gave it to me just to run faster, I guess, is why he gave it to me the one time in between packs. I have a Guardian alt, and this week is fun because with Decurse and instant regrowth, I can take care of both afflicted mobs. Oh, cool. Alright, this is a tall, not fucking Everbloom again. I forget, do you go left in here? Right, yeah. We'll be going right. I think a lot of it is probably just people used to Dune Hunter and Pally who can self-clear. Yeah, you might be right about that. Probably like most people don't look at it as super dangerous either. Like, it's like I'm like so limited in actual damage reduction, you know? Those things make it 10 times worse. Whereas other tanks are just going to offset that damage reduction with their own damage reduction. The CDs don't reset if you don't time, I think. Wait, what? Are they all one big CD? Oh, why don't you use your portals? Yeah, it's all 1 8-hour CD. I don't use them because I just so used to failing keys. I'm never get to use them. Loved the last video. Cop gets the best groups. Yeah, he does. He really does. It's pretty wild. I don't see the signal flowers as an issue, even with 12 stacks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, other tanks don't have the problems that I would have as Blood DK. Worst case, I slightly kite 2 feet to the left. Yeah, I should probably think about kiting more in that case. I never do it.
I have many
There's so many casters.
wares.
The tank in my group tried Blood DK because he got the legendary on it. He wasn't a fan of it at all. I guess Blood isn't a spec for everyone. Oh, really? It's definitely hard to play if you're used to other tanks. My favorite groups are the ones that don't speak from the start to finish and just say GG. Yeah, that would be my preference too. That would be my preference as well. Is this one of the 26 we already have? I can't remember. Yeah, we already got AD 26 for it. I like to use control undead on that first mob on the right side. It's a decent DPS increase. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, like, the pet nowadays does so much damage, it's hard to... You'd have to juggle it constantly to keep both up. I'm just gonna, like, stop responding to route questions, honestly. I made Frost DK, 2-handed Obliterate. Love it so far. Oh yeah, is it fun? I would just say yes and do Razan first anyway. That's definitely not gonna go well. People just won't go to Razan. This group is already sus. Yeah, unfortunately this is like a huge percentage of our season right now. People constantly trying to tank instead of the tank. Too much talking before the key? Yeah, way too much. Late in the season key, you don't need. Why not try new routes? Because I don't need them. Why would I try new routes when I already upgraded this key on 26 doing this route? I don't even know what the route would look like. I'd have to relearn everything about it. I'm willing to try it in keys I actually need to learn new routes on, but this is already proven to be fine with this route. Not like DHT where we're constantly failing it. You got an Og who has an opinion. It's the worst. That's actually a fucking devastation evoker. Look at that. You don't see that very often. Yeah, don't do that. I feel like people would leave instantly if you lied about the route. Yeah, no, that's definitely not the solution to the problem. Hunter damage? Nope. Probably because the route, yeah. His weapon broke. Oh god, you remember that? Devastation is so much better than Og. I'm glad Og meta is over. Oh, don't say that too loudly. Dev kind of pumping though. I've been there. Pets get bugged up top and has to resummon. Oh, really? That's unfortunate.
3, 2, 1.
Too much talking and trash talking, number 1, and number 2 reasons to bust keys. What do you see besides that? Yeah, just the, yeah, just that really. That's like the biggest thing. Then obviously certain groups are making it harder than others, but for the most part, it's just the biggest predictor for failure is just too much talking. Can you AMS the fear? You can use both AMS and Lichborn, yeah. I'm back. Welcome back. Situation handled. Hopefully quiet rest of shift. Sweet. Oh, nice. I use AMS on Fall as a Frost DK for the Dispels. Feels good when it works on Tyrant weeks. Yeah, no doubt. Can be very valuable in that case. Just did an AD with a Demon Hunter who kept intentionally... cheat death here. Okay. Who kept intentionally pulling farther even though we were struggling with the packs we had. I asked him to stop and he immediately left. Yeah. Hey James, what's up? And I hope your birthday went well. Thank you. I hope it went well too. Razan was a powerful Loa. He is powerful, bro. Wait till you see some of the low-key shit, man. Go watch some of those videos. Wait until you see some of the fucking footage we have seen. There is some power in Razan, I'll tell you that. No questions there. Here comes the crying, yep. Razana's eating a lot of hunters. Yeah, no doubt, dude. That boss has got a lot of kills this season. We have so many funny Atals now, it's actually wild. What makes you not like left? The shields and raging seem like they'd be tough. How many interrupts are reliant? Like how important that actual priority is there. There's a lot more mechanical diversity over on that side. And this side is far easier to just pug through. The shields are tough, I guess, but it just slows you down. It doesn't do anything other than that. Just gotta have some stops that can be used through the shield and you're good. But yeah, like the left side is far more precise. This side is just brute force. And at this point in the season, definitely feels like that's going to be more likely to fail than just heal a little bit extra. I learned the hard way that Pally Bubble doesn't last as long as Razan chews you. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. It's funny. If you do it right when you get eaten, it stays. For Bop, at least. Does Bop last maybe longer than Bubble? I don't even know.
1.
Bop is 2 seconds longer. Yeah, okay. That's why. See, back in the day, Bop used to have, like, you couldn't auto-attack when you bopped, so the spell's still... You could Hearth, though, for sure. How do you deal with Juggernaut Mob here if you don't have a bait on high fortified keys? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just go right. As a Death Knight, though, I can grip the mobs, which is very useful. Like, I can stop them by gripping them. They won't actually get to their target if I time the grip properly. Yeah, the stream did go down for a second there, it looks like. But we should be back. The shit talk, yeah. Pugging. Luckily the healer doesn't mind small changes to the route. Going right is the pug-friendly route. That would be my opinion as well, yeah. Kept his mouth shut. Good choice on his part. It's not an ego-friendly route, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Beware.
2, 1.
Beware. 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 Beware.
At least you have a Dev Evoker, so they can do the totems. Yeah. It's actually so annoying with Dog Evoker. It's crazy.
Beware.
Looks like we got a big disparity again, though.
Beware.
I was going right at the start of the season, but to my experience, left is generally much easier with people who understand the mechanics. And you find those people frequently in Pugs. Like, I don't know, that was very easy, other than people not interrupting properly on that final pack. I don't know what's hard about that. Right is a low-key war crime. Yeah, God forbid healers actually have to heal. This guy seems like he was up to the challenge, though. I do right and left as a tank. Both sides have their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I agree with that. You have to ask if people are playing Vengeance too, because all those pulls are considerably easier with locking down that trash. Right, that's another good point. I mean, that's the hard part of going that way, is because of how many interrupts are needed and how much control is needed. Preferences are one thing. The point is vulgar, pointless shit talk that nobody needs. Poor social skills are worse than different routes. Yeah, right. Like that's why it's a problem, right? Like, luckily that guy shut his mouth, but he's basically willing to brick the key over him having to actually work a little bit harder. You know, this seems like a group that's gonna love you clearing spiders on last boss. Hopefully, I won't have to. If they do the fight right, we won't have to. We'll find out. Harkin, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Shit talking in keys is the worst thing you can do. Yep. Yeah, because it's purely detrimental. Like, nothing beneficial comes from doing it. All you're gonna do is make the key less likely to succeed. Wait until the end of the key, upgrade or not, he's gonna talk shit. Yep, stay tuned.
3, 2, 1.
Never had a pug do the last fight perfectly, even on 26+. We've had one or two groups that handle it very, very well, but yeah, for the most part, people get all split up and the spiders get completely out of control, so. That's why I like breaking them, because then nobody else can break them.
3, 2, 1.
Took me some time learning how to tank the last boss as well. It's important with movement, yep. Only thing I've always found since starting to tank full time, complacency is the tank's worst nightmare. New knowledge and learning is always key. No doubt, yeah. If I had more time for it, it would definitely help.
3, 2.
When I was learning Blood DK, I sometimes messed up the route, like missing 1 to 2% in Everbloom before last boss, and you get flamed so many times. Yeah, unfortunately, the DPS and the healers are always, you know, they're perfect, but the tank, it's always on a pedestal. You know, if you do something that they don't like, you're gonna be told about it.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I do that on my pally sometimes when I see the group isn't doing the fight correctly.
Beware. Beware.
1.
I can try, but that mob's just gonna sit out there in the middle, so good luck. That's why I don't vary routes. I know it's detrimental sometimes, but 100% count, it's the most important thing. Yeah, getting it efficiently at times can be really crucial, although this season it's not as big of a deal. Hey Jay, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
3, 2, 1.
Sad thing is people online forget if you aren't playing to your best, you have no room to talk shit. Zero introspection these days. Yep. The worst is that I even marked them during the fight, and they still should, where they should group up, and they still separate. Yeah, that's a good fight for pinging for sure.
3, 2, 1.
It's so different watching you play Bloody DK than me. I always get hit hard down to 1 HP outside of cooldowns, and I have no rune power. Oh, really? Well, I mean, I've pretty much tailored my entire build around not getting one shot, so. Gonna lurk and do some cooking. Excited to find out what kind of rage is gonna be unleashed. Yeah, sounds good. Mind showing stats after this? I can show them, sure. Show them right now. Would you say that the season was the easiest ever? Yeah, I guess so. Kind of. Got my Axe Tuesday. The quests are probably problematic with my schedule. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have some trouble getting it made, too. But like I said, I'm only going to worry about it for Season 4. I don't really care about this season at this point. What is that transmog weapon? This is the Captain Lancer's polearm Dragonbane Lance.
3, 2, 1.
One of the few polearms that they hold correctly, yeah. Is it still obtainable? Yeah, that's Captain Lancer. That's from the Dragon. It's like world content in the first zone of the expansion. I can't remember what it's called. Dragon Keep or something like that. Dragonbane Keep or something like that. He will only spawn after you finish it, though, which is a bit of a problem. I constantly see it up and nobody even does it anymore, so. That rare spawns after doing Dragonbane Keep, yep. When you finish the event of the Siege of Dragonbane Keep, it spawns, yep. Waking Shore, that's the name of it. I always forget the names of the zones. Outside of Azure Span, it's always hard to remember them. One of the best looking weapons in the game, if you ask me. Let's see if you can see the lie in this sentence. Mining for legendary spawns in the Grand Underground for hours is great. Very cool mog, legit. What, the weapon? Yeah, it's very nice. Kind of feeling a little tight, timer-wise. Let's get moving. I was looking for it on my Guardian Druid. Oh, cool. Yeah, it would look good as a bear as well, I guess. How did you make it purple? The weapon? The Netherbane, the Nether Flame or Bane or something like that enchant? Nether something enchant. Just a weapon enchant. Some enchants look amazing. I find like the enchants that look the best are the ones that are on very plain and long weapons like that. Like you have more room for the enchant to be maximized, you know? That's why I like this weapon so much, because it's such a... It just looks like great. Like, it's just normally good looking. It doesn't have to have any fanciness to it to make it look good.
2, 1.
I love the PvP enchants, but I cannot be bothered with rated PvP. Yeah, that's how I am too. I wouldn't mind having them, but I can't. I'd never even think about doing that. Don't enchants get rid of the Rune Forge. I'm talking about transmog, yeah. We're talking about transmog.
3, 2, 1.
Ataldazar's power flows through me.
Blood is apparently good in 3v3 arena. Oh, really? Sometimes more is less. Yep, I like that about WoW. There's a lot of really flashy weapons and a lot of really not flashy weapons, you know?
Three, two, one.
Ataldazar's power flows through me.
We not ceasing these? Okay, I guess we're gonna kill these and cause all kinds of problems for the key.
You do not belong here.
Don't you love when people don't go into blood puddles? Yeah, did somebody... Yeah, the monk is not going in. That might be the key right there, to be honest. Our poor execution of this encounter. Surprised the monk didn't type a negative comment yet. This isn't being timed. Doesn't look like it now. It's gonna be very, very close if it is.
You do not belong here.
2, 1.
4 minutes for last boss. We'll have like 4.5 for last boss. The hunter trapped the ad and then the rep broke it. Yep.
You have only succeeded.
Stream sniper? What does that mean?
Impressive. You may
The
be
blood
found
puddles
by
make you
the
take damage? That's a no-no.
who will still be drinking your blood.
People who are watching your stream while playing. Right, but what is that? What's that have to do with this key? Oh, that's definitely not good.
Dazar will awaken soon, but you will not
That's an
live.
unfortunate death. Yeah, that's gonna add a lot of time to this fight now.
I will tear your soul apart.
Beware.
3, 2,
Okay, spider's coming. Everybody's stacked, right? Sort of. Already got one in a bad spot. I'm just gonna eat a spider. For this one. Pot's getting hammered though. That's good.
Beware.
Let your soul be shattered.
1.
Very dangerous spot. I got money on the Dev Evoker. They're like not even touching the ads either.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
I will tear your soul apart.
to do here. Okay, that's just gonna hit the boss. Cool.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
You have made a fine sacrifice.
When was the last time you grippy hand all the ads in the boss? I did it by accident a couple days ago, but not even with grippy hands. I did it with regular grip.
Beware.
I meant to like slow them with chains of ice, chains of whatever it's called. And I accidentally gripped them. Your route caused the healer to die there. Oh yeah. I don't even know, like, there's just an ad that just never got touched. Like, it's like they were not attacking it on purpose.
1.
I will tear your soul apart.
Beware.
You have made a fine sacrifice.
Sorry, I was trying to be funny. No, I know. I know.
Your blood is mine.
Beware.
I will tear your soul apart.
Spiders are like nom nom nom, snacking on the DPS. Nope, it's the monk rage. That's surprising, right?
Beware.
The healer CC'd his ad. He may not have stacked with everyone else.
Mine.
It was actually the evoker, I think, who CC'd it, yeah. Not really sure why. He just like rooted it.
3, 2, 1.
CC, evoker CC, gotcha. Yeah. Not really sure why. Either way, healer wasn't stacked. That was his fault. Oh yeah. I didn't really see what happened, to be honest. But the big problem was the ad hitting. That caused 3 deaths pretty much. I don't know why nobody touched it.
I will tear your soul.
There's the rage, yep. GG to everyone but the tank. That healer sucks. Don't let what he gets says to you. Don't let what he says get to you. I'm not worried about it. Years of pugging. With these guys, I'd let boss live and leave after saying, hope your next tank likes your mouth. Rip 30 minutes. No, I do want to finish this because this is good weekly score. And it's an easy enough solo.
Let your soul be shattered.
Beware.
I'd reply to the monk, play Brewmaster then.
2.
That's an obvious choice. Whenever a healer opens his mouth, I automatically know they are wrong. What the hell? Bro, you are so bad. Oh, I know. I've been told that multiple times now.
I will tear your
3,
soul apart.
2.
I would have checked interrupts and posted them saying this is why we don't go left.
Beware.
Hey, the monk is here, yep. The guy who died to the spiders in the fight. Telling me I'm bad. Always the tank's fault in WoW. Some people play the blame game jungler in League. Yeah, it's funny, we went back to League yesterday. It was actually like way, it was actually way better than I expected it to be. The community's gotten a lot calmer. Why are you so selfish that you're ruining this paladin's key? I'm not. No wonder you inted that key because you're too busy talking your chat. No, this was all intentional. It was you who inted it, right? I'm not. I did what I did last time we did 26 and upgraded it easily without people talking the whole key. So can you tell me what went differently in the previous 26 fortifieds that we've upgraded? Is Yasma the most annoying boss this season? Seems like it, yeah. Monk is probably 15. Oh, you think? Sure it wasn't the monk healer who was too busy chatting rather than healing. Being idiotic in a stream chat. You mean you? Is this common in higher keys? Yeah, unfortunately. A lot of inflated egos out there. Think that they're better than other people and they can't see others' potential ideas as valid. Third boss of Throne on Tyran above a 26 takes the cake for the worst boss. Oh yeah. What does inted mean? It means intentionally failing, basically. But again, it's just meme speak that people use because they can't actually have real conversations with people. Because your ideas are not valid. So how come we upgraded 26 already then? What would you say is the reason? People adding the yapping affix into the key and act surprised when they don't time it. Thank you for wasting everyone's time in this key. Can you answer the question, please? Ego is a huge problem, to be honest. Always better to look at your own play and see what you personally could do better. It's the only way to improve. Yeah, especially in a pug setting, you can't control what other people are doing. As much as these guys would like to try. Alright, we did have a Devastation Evoker too, which is pretty unique. Nothing wrong with that route. I just did that last night on a 26, exact same route. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've already upgraded the key before with that route, so. I guess you just hate Gyarados. He's so neat, though. What about Gyarados? I like Gyarados. Monk's mad he didn't get carried. Monk's mad that he had to actually play his character. You should just Nicholas's full real name as the reason for the key brick. It's always funny when these people come here and try to talk shit and they have their fucking full real name as their YouTube account. Why do people get so upset? Keys fail, people make mistakes, move on. It's because like psychologically they are unable to like divorce failure from their own personalities, basically. Like they've spent so much time in the game that they like identify as their character. So whenever their character fails, then they take it as like a personal attack. This is like commonly studied in video games. This is like part of why League of Legends had such a big issue. And they spent a lot of time and money on solving it, and I don't know exactly how well it did, but I was actually surprised when I played League again yesterday. It was actually like really a different experience. But yeah, I mean, that was a completion, so nobody's name is going on any spreadsheet. Mr. Membrez Wheeler is definitely the monk. Maybe. I was thinking it might have been the hunter because that guy stayed dead the whole time and he was the one typing in chat. But either way, I got what I wanted out of that, so thanks. How much score do we get for that? Let's see. Only 2 points. Alright, so we need all 26s. Yeah, every 26 is needed still other than AD now. Oh, we still don't have Rise in time, right? Or no, Throne in time. 25. What are some of your favorite champs in League? I don't really play it. I just played it for the first time because me and Harry had like a legendary time playing League back in like MOP. And he was playing it again. I fished a natty red Gyarados last night. I was shook. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, sorry, I missed your original comment, I guess. I think Eddie, the mage, and the other dude from yesterday have raged in your chat before and have grouped with you before, meaning that they knew your toon name, chose to group, chose to come here, and then whine. Maybe. I don't recognize that guy's name, but maybe. I wouldn't say that they would have, but maybe. He took his wife's surname by the sound of all that moaning in the key. Jesus, you guys are brutal. WoW is weird where people think mistakes are unacceptable. I never understood that. Mistakes are part of life. Yeah. You live and you learn. I like when mad people come here. It's free content. No, I know a lot of people probably love it. How did they even realize you were streaming? I don't know. That's a good question. They probably looked me up on Radar.io or something, maybe. I don't know. Not saying you made a mistake, just if anyone ever doesn't do things perfectly, people freak out. Yeah, that's a big problem with pugging in general. It's like there's a mismatch of expectations before the key even starts, you know? So people all expect something to be done without any real reason to back that up. Like, they have not actually validated their expectation in any way. They just expect it. And then when things don't go to expectations, then we go back to what we talked about before, where like these people are like psychologically linked to the game. And so then as soon as that is challenged, you know, their expectations fail, then all of a sudden they look at this action as failure, and because they're internalizing all of this failure, they take it personally, you know? So it's really a very unhealthy mindset, but yeah. It's not surprising, I guess. Do you push for title or just push to push? I just play the game for fun, yeah. I don't really care about score at this point, especially at this point in the season. So what we've been doing, if you haven't seen, we had a genius help us with this. Made a big spreadsheet where we have the weekly highest keys added to it, and then we had him help us make a score for each key. So we actually have a weekly score now to look at as well. So my goal this season was to, like for the rest of the season, was to try to see how high we can get our weekly score each week. I think this will be a fun way to continue progression. Because obviously we're not, you know, not getting much else outside that. In general, it's such a narcissistic thing to wave away your own mistake, but focus on others. Yeah, no, you're right. Narcissism, I guess it's a good way to look at it. I mean, like that shaman from yesterday's key, that was probably the clearest example of narcissism, but I don't know. I wouldn't really say that that group was narcissistic. I would say that that group had that mismatch of expectations from the get-go, and it's, you know, partially on me because, like, I'm trying not to I'm trying to de-escalate these situations where people are freaking out about routes, but as you see, that didn't work there at all. I've tried a few different options and none of them seem to work, so unfortunately it's just probably going to be a lot. Pretty much if anybody brings up a route at this point, I'll probably just have to leave the group. I had a good one on Yasma where 2 DPS died to spiders and the rogue went mad, flaming them. How easy it is. Next pull, the rogue died to the spider and instantly left. I managed to whisper him, I hope that taught you a valuable life lesson. He did not respond well. Yeah, those are the ones you want to record and send in. It's like when people pull thread at you in the poll. Okay, you bursted higher than I could compete with. That's my fault. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of DPS can't figure that out either, but it hasn't really been much of an issue this season. That's why I always try to be the first person of the pack, you know? Aren't shiny natural Gyarados gold? I don't know. I got blamed on my healer for being bad when people let ads walk in on a Yasma in a 26 AD. Right. It's actually funny because that was the real reason. Like, we wiped there. It's all that other bullshit that guy was talking about, like, totally irrelevant. I don't understand how this even happens. Like, I don't. This seems like a really, really, really weird mistake. People constantly trying to. Had it already happened? No, there it is. Let's watch that from the start. I got a red one shiny fishing at BDSP Pokemon League. Gyarados is red, Magikarp is golden. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, so it's out. We kind of missed when it spawned. So it spawns, this one spawns all the way over here. And then this guy does that shit, whatever that's called, landslide or something. And so it just never gets touched. It's 1.26 million, not a single person attacking. Although these are dying fucking super slow as well. So that's not great. Finding your first natty shine is wild. I found a purple drowsy in gold way back in the day and thought it was a supernatural event. Yeah, like you're right. Like if you don't know that there's shinies in the game, it really causes a lot of havoc. So you see it, it's literally 1.26 million. It has not been damaged. It has been 0 damage has been taken. Not a single point of damage. I tried to slow it, but it's just not enough. So, I mean, I don't... That was the real issue with the fight. Funny story, I actually got maybe the worst luck while getting the best luck. Is the stream laggy or is it me? We were having some lag issues at the beginning of the stream, but I don't know if it's still happening. At the end of the day, if any of the moaning DPS think that they could tank better, then they should do that. Otherwise, do your DPS thing and enjoy the carry. Especially if you're a class that has a DPS spec, that would be a good option to try. If you are an EU like I am, it's just bad connection for us. He is an EU, yeah. On that one that you just showed, the group ran ahead of the boss. Bad call by whoever pinged. Yeah, they were also doing things that I didn't expect them to early, which caused the spiders to get in bad positions that I wasn't able to figure out how to recover from. I don't know why people insist on doing it like that, where they just stand wherever they are and then expect the boss to be dragged away from them. Is that how it's normally being done now? As in the past, everybody would kind of regress on the kite path to keep the spiders more stationary. But now it seems like people just stand wherever they are, and then they're just completely surrounded by spiders. Happened like 3 times. Good afternoon, Metro. Hope all is well. That shaman video yesterday was hilarious. Yeah, that was a crazy one. I got 2 shinies in one at 1 and 4096 odd in a row. But it was Rattata and Pidgey. I think that's like 1 in 160 million. Whoa, really? Why? Those are rare to find or something like that? My first shiny was Butterfree in BDSP, and I nearly dropped my Switch. Used her in my party forever after that. That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of people would play my game. I always like, oh my god, I found a shiny, but then they don't realize like the shiny odds are like 1 in 20 or something like that. The rare part is 2 full odd shinies in a row. Oh yeah, no, I get that part. I just wasn't sure why Pidgey and Rattata. But yeah, that's funny. Alright, Weight Crest 26. See what that looks like. They were on the same route. Oh yeah, I get it. So it's just like really unlikely. It was funny because I was farming the other one. The one other shiny there. Oh, and so you didn't get the one you even wanted. I like the shiny odd mechanic in the Let's Go games. Clear cut and easy to work with. Oh, really? Isn't there a way you can increase the rate, right? Like you do something to increase the rate now? I don't even know how it works, but I remember reading about it when I was playing Gen 6 back in the day. Still took me a while to catch a shiny Bulbasaur, but very livable. I was very suspicious of the shiny rates in your game as soon as I encountered the first one. Yeah, that's like a common thing in the Pokemon fan games, is to increase the shiny rate, and then I increased it even further because I really like some of the shinies. As you saw with Lance's gym,
We're running short on silver.
catch 31 of the Pokemon in a row. Odds are like 1 in 274. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So it actually goes up every time. Is that how it works? Only 2 affixed spells in this group? Yep. My first shiny was a golden Caterpie in Pokemon Gold on Game Boy Color. I still have it. I bought silver version so I wouldn't have to delete it. I bought silver version so I wouldn't have to delete it. I don't get that, but that's cool. What Pokemon game is chat talking about? A bunch of different ones. But it might be being brought up because I've been talking about me making my own Pokemon game for a while now. Hey Nathaniel, what's up buddy? Welcome. It feels so nice being Evoker with 2 dispels this week. Yeah, it's a very powerful pick this week. My first one was a shiny Sentret in silver. Oh really? I'm not sure I ever saw a shiny in the vanilla games. Chain catching is also guaranteed good IVs, so it's synergistic. Guaranteed good IVs. How's that work? You mean like the Pokemon gets better IVs every time you do it? That's why the 2 full odds shiny in a row sucks. I was farming a 1 in 400 Weedle and hit 2 1 in 4,000 in a row. Instead, it was unbelievable. That's just Jix's luck right there, I feel like. People talk about cop luck, yeah, but that's... Jix finds new ways. I bought Pokemon Silver, so I didn't have to lose my Caterpillar if I wanted to replay Gold. Oh, I see, I see. You wanted to dump it somewhere, right? Because there's not multiple save files in those old games. That's funny. Alright, well, Waycrest 26 should be pretty straightforward. We'll see how it goes. This is one... Yeah, we need 26 in here, so hopefully that'll go well. Yeah, like when you win 10k on a scratcher, then realize the ticket remaining 20k is better odds. Yeah, there you go. It's another great example.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome home, daughter. I see you brought guests.
I heard you talk about this earlier.
Don't you dare call me daughter, witch.
Such insolence.
Can you show me what it was you did in Metro's game? Yeah, he used a move called Sky Drop. I think he had put all those videos private, but I think he set them back to public though. Afterwards, I guess either he can link it in the Discord or afterwards I can get you the link. But yeah, it basically bugged out the game. I don't know what that move, I've never even heard that move before, so I have no idea what it's supposed to do. But it literally just like prevented the opposing Pokemon from having a turn every time he used it. And because Aerodactyl was pretty much the fastest Pokemon every single time he ever used it, it just he never fought a single, like he literally just beat the game without ever having the opposer have a turn, but pretty much. Oh yeah, yeah, you can just click his channel too, of course, and look at it. When was it that you discovered it though? I don't think it was till like about halfway through the game, right?
2, 1.
Fly does that. Fly doesn't stop the opposing Pokemon from having a turn. This like literally like prevents the Pokemon from having a turn. I think it's a bug. I don't understand why it was happening, but I looked at like Pokemon Reborn stuff and it's like that move was just banned in their game. Like you can't have it on any Pokemon. So I'd imagine there's a reason for it. I remember a random trainer having Sky Drop and it almost bugged out when I used it. By me using me first on Crocodile. But both Pokemon were just off the field, but I just can't find the recording. Oh, you mean like there's another Pokemon that has that move somewhere in the game that I need to get rid of it then? I thought I scrubbed it. Rare move, but it is just banned. Gotcha. There's at least one, huh? That's unfortunate for me. Well, I'm playing through my game again now. I'm going to record it and hopefully publish it, so we'll see if I run into anything like that. You killed its PP, isn't it fine now? Well, I intended to just straight up remove it because obviously it's bugged. Like, I mean, I don't know what the reality of that is, but that is not how the game is supposed to work, so
3, 2, 1.
I'm currently going through 20 hours of footage to find it, but it was pretty late in the game. What Pokemon could even have it? Is it literally just Aerodactyl? Yo, Pally, you will dispel anything? Skydrop is working how it was officially released. The Pokemon Company just banned it and made it rare instead of admitting failure. Oh, okay. So it's intentional that you literally can just never get hit by anything.
You have no power here.
Yeah, the Dino Hunter said he was restarting his router, so.
You belong to me now.
Least favorite dungeon? I try not to have a favorite and least favorite because then you end up kind of getting yourself in a rut where you're avoiding or prioritizing certain dungeons. It just ends up harming your progression. If I remember correctly, the first instance of Skydrop was in an old spin-off game. Oh, really? Have to look at it more, I guess. I think I even said it in your game when I found it. I'm about to break Metro's game. Yeah, no, I had no idea what that movie even was or what it did. I guess mostly because I'd never seen it in Pokemon Reborn or Redo, so. Speaking about Pokemon, an old friend of mine is sending me his Heart Gold and Soul Silver cards for free. Oh, cool. They still work? Oh, that's the new ones, right? Yeah, those ones probably still work. It's the original Gen 2 ones that the battery dies on and stops working. I got an interview set up on Monday for Chick-fil-A. Let's go. Oh, yeah? Are you going to work there? Hey, Metro. How you feeling? Alex, what's up? Welcome.
You belong to me now.
That's unfortunate.
I love you.
Okay, who just died? Was it the guy who was mind controlled? I found it. Oh yeah, let me know where it is, I'll change it. It's Benga just before Gym 15. His bravery has it. That's strange.
Release the iris to me, sister.
You have that recorded? If so, can you send me the footage to see so I can see exactly what it looks like from the opposing team's side? I now understand why we don't know about Skydrop. It was released in Ultra Sun and Moon as a TM, the least played game of the Pokemon franchise. Oh, really? So it wasn't added until Gen 6 or 7. That's not what I expected. We haven't gotten the Pat yet, right? Kind of. It was pretty buggy since I used it with me first. What is me first? That automatically, it's a priority move. Is that what that is? Says Gen 5, but isn't Ultra Gen 7? Yeah.
Beware.
Maybe that was just the first time it was made into a TM. Me first takes your opponent's move they're about to use, and then you use it. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. What the fuck? There's a lot of stuff I don't know about Pokemon. That's why I wanted people to play the game to see what I can learn from it. And that's just a naturally, like, I gotta look at who has that, because that sounds very powerful. Yeah, it's definitely not Cryo, that makes sense.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
Did you pick up, because there was some, I think, I don't know how many route challenges you did. Did you do all the route challenges, or did you just not really after a while? I did all of them except for the last two. Okay. So you got the Smeargle? Coming from a min-max comp Pokemon mindset, I like taking advantage. Yeah, no doubt.
Beware. Beware.
That one is pretty early in the game. Yeah, it's in Bugsy's split. I'd love to see somebody use Smeargle. I feel like it would be... I feel like there's got to be some use there. I just don't know where I would use it, but...
Beware.
The way the Smeargle thing works is like... You use it after you get hit by a move, right? And then now you have that move permanently, is that right?
Beware.
You could still sketch Skydrop, yeah.
Beware. Beware.
Yeah, but oftentimes it's not of great use on just a Smeargle, right? Well, I definitely buff Smeargle, I know that, I just don't know to what effect.
2, 1. Beware. 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 Beware.
Did the Druid rage quit? Probably, yeah. He was already upset from the beginning. Guys, mierda. Does that mean death? As long as you're faster, it's complete immunity. Complete immunity is never a bad thing, yeah.
2, 1. Beware.
Okay. Well, that's that. It means shit. Oh, really?
Beware.
Check the dispels, Metro. Okay. That guy only did 2. Poison Spirit is the thing, right? That guy only did 2 total. That key was still timeable, of course. That never stopped him before. I put the clip in general. Sweet. Thanks. Bravery. Yeah, and then like both Pokemon just disappear. Wow, that is really fucked up. That's a weird little bug you ran into there. That's wild. But that's why I think it's bugged, because you see how the Pokemon keeps like disappearing after you use it? That's certainly not how it's supposed to work. It's like probably functionally working properly, but like visually not at all. Yes, Druid was the healer, of course. The guy with no dispel, upset when we're not, or the guy with no interrupt, upset when we're not interrupting. Man, look at that chain of rep pallies. Wow. How many is that? 16 rep pallies in the last 16 keys. That's fucking nuts. You don't see that very often. Season after season, I mean. Oh, this is not the... this is season 3 of 4 again. Shadowlands season 4 we're just looking at. We're looking at this Arya guy in the first key. Where Pally is the ultimate wheelchair class. Oh yeah. That doesn't seem like a factor right now. Luckily for them, I guess. Pally could have done both dispels every time if he dispelled immediately. Oh yeah. I mean, I assume that was his key. I can't remember whose key it was, but yeah. Really, he set himself up for failure with the comp one way or the other. I get why Druid was frustrated, but still no reason to bail when most of the hard pulling is done. I'm not sure I would agree with that part, but yeah, obviously. No reason to bail. I mean, if you're signing up to keys and you're not interested in actually trying to succeed in them, then you should probably just quit for the season. If that's how you're going to act when things go wrong, then you should just stop playing. Not really sure why people do that to themselves, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix it right now, honestly. Because I'm gonna forget. Well, the question is whether or not he has a custom moveset. That may be a problem on its own. I'll have to go to the actual game and see. No, he doesn't have a custom moveset, so that's kind of scary. That means that Bravery has that, and I never got rid of it. Yeah, Bravery learned Skydrop at level 50, wow. Oh, whoops. Just missed that one, I guess. I thought only Aerodactyl would have it. That was an easier fix than I expected it to be, at least. There's a couple Pokemon that have it I didn't get rid of. Wait, why is Aerodactyl slow? Halucha also has it? Huh. I thought I got rid of it. There we go. Problem solved. I love Afflicted Week. People make DPS comps like Rogue and Warrior and wonder why no healers joining. Yeah. Hey, Cop, what's up, buddy? Jix breaking your game with Skydrop again? No, I could have swore I removed Skydrop from the game, but I guess I forgot to or something. I don't know. To be honest, I've been gearing my lock in low keys, and this week healers are getting flamed so hard. Yeah. Oh, I think now that Jix says it, I think I remember what I actually changed then. I think I made it only have 1 PP. That was actually like a relatively fair change, to be honest. I forgot about that, but either way, I removed it. It doesn't need to be in the game. Hey there, what's up, Volkfire? If you're at all in the market for a good Bluetooth rechargeable controller that connects to everything, 8-bit OSN30 Pro is the one I'm using. Their other styles are good also. Yeah, I have one of those. They're really good. It's definitely, I don't really use it a lot, but whenever I use it, I get a lot of value out of it. Like, I don't have a Bluetooth. I guess, I don't know, like, does every computer have like a Bluetooth thing? I know my laptop does, but I've never tried to connect something to my desktop. I don't know why shamans aren't picking poison cleansing totem. It makes the affix pretty much free. They're not aware of it, I'd imagine. I don't know. I remembered that I ran into it when I played through the game. Now he fixed it for good. Yeah, that's it for that. Buried. Just bugs out the game one way or the other, even if it's working well. Don't think we need that in the game. Bad routes and bad game. This streamer. Most do what in regard to the affix totem poison cleansing? Yeah, I've seen plenty of people do it for sure, but I mean, what are the odds that someone would not just run into the move, but also out of all things use me first on it as well? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a very, very, very bizarre combination of things. So who actually? Let me see. Like, I don't even know who has this move. Gold Duck, a lot of people. Wow, I've never even heard of this. Oh, was this an egg move? Is that how you got it? Ah, that makes sense. Because I played through the game and I used Salandit or whatever as well, and I never saw that move, Crocodile, whatever it's called. So it's an egg move. Yeah, okay. Generation 9? Wait, what? Is it Generation 9? Oh, is that Sword and Shield? Oh, right, Violet. I forgot about that one. There's something about a Super Nintendo controller that has 2 joysticks, like a dual shock. Yeah, it looks cool too, right? Back from a work call. By the way, on Cop's video, it seemed like he was only going to mid to disrupt the thrower and the archer. The shaman, you mean? One of the people I routinely play with in Mythic Plus is actually cracked at the game, and he makes handling so many affixes almost free using the enhanced shaman toolkit. Nice. Yeah, you got it from the tutor. Yeah, egg move. There's probably a lot of power. Oh, okay. There's probably a lot of powerful egg moves out there, but that's something I literally just ported over from Reborn, so I didn't even bother to like check that. Are you at the end of your stream, or are you going to do more pug runs? No, we just started. Always about 4 hours is the goal. We are 2 hours and 20 minutes in. So we're definitely gonna do probably like 3 more. Seems like a nice controller. I like that it has triggers too. Yeah, no doubt. I've been buying like hardwired, like the old Xbox ones from eBay. That's what I use on my computer. But on my laptop, it's just easier to use a wireless one. Did they just kick you? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, Cop on the video where the shaman was flaming him for handling Bladestorm properly. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know. I think Cop could have ran a little bit. He could have ran to the side a little bit more, but other than that, he did fine. Alright, so we got another healer. Or, yeah, no, actually, Evoker healer. That's funny. What's your opinion on the current gearing system? I think it's far too quick, and there's too little actual like gearing to be done after you get through the bulk of it. But I get why they did it this way, because a lot of people just like beat off to playing lots of alts, so that's how they want the game to be nowadays. Yeah, I pretty much haven't gotten a single piece of gear upgrade in like probably like almost 2 months now. I prefer the PlayStation layout to the Xbox One for a controller. The stick placement is just a better feel. Oh yeah. What key are we doing? Everbloom again? Another preservation evoker. Yeah, I'm happy to see more. Heroes Arrest. What is that? Oh, it's Blackrook. Okay. Would love to see hard mode come back like Old War. Hard mode is just the achievements, right? That's the achievements are still there. You can choose to do them on heroic instead of normal or something. I'm actually going from Let's Go all the way to Scarlet, trying to finish the Pokedex, then take all the Pokemon to the next game. Whoa, that sounds fun. Can you transfer every single Pokemon? That's crazy. Didn't know it worked that way. Yes, achievement, but it also unlocked extra and higher item level loot. So there was an incentive as a group when it was current to try a harder version of the same fight. Oh, I see. I didn't even know that was the case. So I didn't actually raid Old War. That's the only raid tier I never did. I did not know that was the case. My problem is that there's just no, like, Mythic Plus completion has no value. Like, you don't get any, like, it's just not the best gear in the game, so. Just late in the season especially, it's pointless, but even early in the season, it's relatively pointless. You could easily replace something in the vault without even, you know, just totally luck. For Switch specifically, the plus and minus buttons are in awkward spots on most controller, but the SNES one has them dead center. I like that, dead center, yeah. That's why I pretty much gave up on keys. I get nothing out of it anymore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, if that's all you're playing for is gear, then this is definitely a worse system for you. Pokemon Home allows you to transfer every single one, huh? Trunks, what's up, buddy? Hope everyone is well. Me too. I would, of course, wish that for everybody. Yeah, if it could be upgraded to max eye level, like the Vault Mythic Plus would be in a better place. Yeah, I think like this late in the season, there should be a way to do it. Another fucking row. PRH. A Dev Evoker in my raid plays with the controllers. Oh, that's crazy. That's gotta make it harder, huh?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going for 10 weeks now without a single upgrade. They need to add a vendor for gear with the token from the vault. That'd be kind of cool, actually, but I don't see them doing that. It's just too easy to gear up that way, and there's too many core items that everybody would get early, and then, you know, it devalue the purpose of the randomness. They want to avoid like a checklist system where everybody gets the same items each week and then kind of gradually nerfs the content on their own because of it. Isn't the route in here just left or right? I mean, they can just add it late into the season. They can, I just don't know if they're like intentionally designing seasons like that. Like, I don't know if they want that to be a part of the design. Not too crazy to ask for a route in Blackrook, but you really just need to know if there are any skips planned. Yeah, I didn't know people even skipped in here. Isn't it literally like, what? How do you get more count than you need? What would you skip? A lot skip this mini boss, and then where do you get the count? Second pull is now often skipped in high forward keys. Oh yeah. With what? Just Shroud? Pull one pack from the other side when you start? Oh. Yeah, I'm having way more trouble with those packs than this pack, that's for sure. Some skip 2 Dominators on the way to the third boss, and some skip the mini boss. You have to grab a couple guys from the left side and pull them to the right. Gotcha. Yeah, those are really the hardest trash in here, in my opinion, so I don't know. This pack doesn't play really anything. People get hit by the frontal. Still doesn't die even to get hit by the frontal. I think it's more of a time thing. Oh, really? This timer's tight. Does have a lot of HP, you're right. 3.27%. Timer is so free and deaths are common. Kind of makes sense to just clear paths for runbacks. Right, yeah. Although you won't have to worry about that in this dungeon because the checkpoint is the first boss. It's not the pack. You can taunt the 2 melee from left. I'm only at 27 here, so I don't know if it's tight at higher levels. Gotcha. This guy's been hit by every frontal, I'm pretty sure. He just doesn't get killed by it. Yeah. I can keep bonus shield, but insane that he's just tanking the frontals in a 26. Yeah, I don't know how he's not dying to him.
3, 2, 1.
I did 29 last night. Even that wasn't really tight. We had 10 deaths and finished with over a minute on the timer. Yeah. We timed it at 26 with 5 seconds to spare. Tried skip mini boss route. Saved about 2 to 3 minutes. Same comp. Get you. I've done this dungeon multiple times now. This is not. This timer is not in question in this dungeon. Pokemon Home is also linked to the phone and Go. Now there's also a global trade system and wonder trading 10 at a time possible. I always like the idea of wonder trading, but I don't think it would fit in with my game. I think it's better to have more control over what the player has. I timed 25 fall with 27 deaths. Yeah. I heard that more than once. Go for a walk, catch 10 Pokemon, then wonder trade 1 and get lucky with a legendary or a perfect IV Pokemon for a future playthrough. Yeah, there you go. How do you, so you enjoy Pokemon Go? Like, how is it compared to the regular games? Do you actually like it more, or? I was so put off by how different it was from an actual vanilla Pokemon game that I just immediately uninstalled it. I remember it came out the day before I left on vacation one year, and I was like actually upset about that, but then I realized like going on vacation would actually be one of the best places to play it. And I was messing around with it while we were on vacation, and it was just like, what is this? This is not even a Pokemon game. But I know a guy who like, he like literally changed, he got a second phone and like changed its location just so he could be like the best at it or something like that. I don't fully understand, but apparently like in order to be the best at it, you have to be in certain locations. You're right, it's a very free timer. I wish there was a way to skip those packs before second boss. It's punishing this week. Yeah, those guys are the ones. Like, yeah, if you're skipping anything, skip those. You can get banned for that. Oh, really? What is the point of doing it? I was in a 23 Waycrest Manor, had a Blood DK do 140k single target on Tree Boss. Then I saw his trinkets. He has Augury and Rage Heart and the Legendary. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of power out there that's on items this season. Fortunately, I don't have any of them. It's great for what it is, so yeah. But do you like it more or less than the vanilla games? I got Rage Heart on my Priest. It's so nice. Oh yeah. It gets me outside for a reason. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. There's some stacked locations, like, was it Miami Beach or something with 15 Pokestops? Oh, maybe that's what it is then, yeah. I remember looking at his phone, and I think he was in, like, Japan or something like that when he did it. It was really funny, though, because this was a dude I, like, grew up with, and, he never mentioned Pokemon once. And then I tried to tell him I made my own another friend was telling us, like, he's really big into Pokemon. I was like, oh, cool. Well, I made my own Pokemon game. And then he's like, no, Pokemon Go. I was like, wait, what? It just totally took me by surprise. I didn't expect it. Didn't seem like a game that you would ever be really big into, kind of thing. Isn't it like the more people, the more Pokemon locations? Maybe. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I only play Pokemon Go to get a Mel Medal. Oh yeah. My Pug Life on alt. Pug 20 fall. Our healer didn't know you could dispel the second boss debuff. Oh wow. Those are the ones you want to record and send in. This is actually probably some of the hardest trash in the game this week though, because of raging. Luckily we have an evoker, so he's gotten it removed. But what's the CD on that? It's a pretty high CD, isn't it? Is he gonna be able to do it again now? I don't know. Raging cat jump will be scary. I'm talking about the knife dance or whatever. Those are the ones that always cause the issues. Yeah, because you just can't stop it, you know? Oh, I walked right back into that. See? Just like instantly kills two people. What's Prio Mob this week? The Scout is the one that does the knife dance, and that's what can't be stopped when they're enraged, so. It's gonna kill a lot of people if you can't find a way to stop them.
3, 2, 1.
Do you normally stop the cat jump with a stun or something? I've never really seen anybody try to do that. I guess maybe with a root. Like, I'm not sure what raging does to the cat. You gotta down that Scout before he does the next knife dance. Yeah, pretty much. If you can kill him quick enough, then he won't be enraged when he does the... Like, he won't get a second one. That was too early. Our only Bloodlust doesn't know what the timer on Bloodlust is, so now we just wasted it. It's funny. Well, it does increase damage with raging. Oh no, not anymore. Are you kidding me? That's not what it does anymore. That's not what raging does anymore. Raging hasn't done that for like a year now. Wait, actually, is it since Dragonflight that raging hasn't done that?
3, 2, 1.
Cat jump, the card jump leaves a dot. Kind of a heal. And kind of heal. Knife dance will murder everyone. Yeah, he knows. See, yeah, he thought it still was gonna hit harder. Yeah, no, that was back in the old days. I'm pretty sure that's not been the case since Dragonflight, but maybe maybe it was season 2 that they changed it. I don't remember. I just remember the first time I ever ran into a problem with the new raging was when we were doing Blackwood Fold, or Brackenhide Hollow. I mean, the cat still murdered 2 people. No, it was the knife dance. That's what I'm saying. You see how hard this is hitting? We couldn't stop the knife dance. It was definitely that way in Shadowlands. I just don't know if they changed it, like when they actually changed it. I guess it's probably the beginning of Dragonflight. It was season 2? Yeah, I thought so, because I remember, wasn't it like for a while they couldn't even be interrupted on the PTR and people were losing their minds? It's funny that the right uses the pillar to line of sight the archers, but the 2 range don't. I didn't even realize that. It got changed in like 5 hours of it going live. Yeah, I remember that. Blizzard said it was an actual bug though, so fair enough, I guess. Speaking of Shadowlands, probably the best thing I hope for the most WoW content-wise is for them to bring back Sanguine Depths. Oh yeah. I would love to see the Shadowlands dungeons to come back, but it's just, you know, like I've been saying, like it's more work than any other dungeon because they have to either remove or figure out what they're doing with the Covenant buffs. So just by default, like whether bringing back a Legion dungeon or a Shadowlands dungeon, the Shadowlands one is going to require more work. I think in the next expansion we'll start seeing Shadowlands instances. I hope so. No lust on this pack? Oh yeah, you didn't see what happened. So the guy called for lust when there was like 10 seconds left on the debuff. And he used it. And he's the only guy who can lust. The evoker like not aware of when the lust sated debuff is up, so he just used it while we still had sated. So now it's on the natural 5-minute cooldown, so we can't use it again for 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever. Gambit is sick. I wish they brought that back. Yeah, those ones can come back at least. No return on those. No Covenant buffs in there. Spires of Ascension, my favorite dungeon of all time. Oh yeah. I didn't hate. I know a lot of people didn't like Spires, but I quite like Spires. It's so beautiful, man. Like it's one of the nicest looking dungeons ever. 17 deaths. Wow. This guy, this Shadow Priest, died 7 times already. The Rep Pally was right to say, hey, make sure you guys repair before we start. Devos was just a bad boss. I really like Devos, but it was very, very hard. I think Devos is one of the best Mythic Plus encounters they've ever made. But it was a little buggy at times, and that really made it harder, like a problem to upgrade keys. But if it worked well, I think it's one of the most complete Mythic Plus bosses they've ever made. Priest getting tilted, needs to breathe and focus. I think Spires wasn't great, but with current fixes, it would be much better. Probably, yeah. I don't remember what people's biggest issue was with Spires. I just remember people hating certain parts of it. I just don't like those insanely long fights. Yeah, but then now you flash forward to today, right? And it's like, oh, that's not even uncommon. Like, there's multiple fights that are like 5+ minutes.
2, 1.
Couldn't kite with Necrotic anywhere because you ported it all over the place. Right, Necrotic was definitely the worst of it, and I hated that too, but really it was more than just Necrotic. I just don't like the bullet hell fight as a caster. Yeah, that fight was definitely not the best, but they nerfed the hell out of it in Season 2 of Shadowlands, so I don't really feel like that would be a problem. Should have saved Lust for the trash room. I'm fine with it here. I think that's the right choice. That room's gonna be a mess no matter what we have. I hate hairy balls. I'm just gonna stop reading the comment after that one.
3, 2,
Also, old bolstering was real bad in there because of the HP difference. Oh yeah, those like robots. I forgot about that. Those robots would get bolstered like crazy. Ragnaros Scrup might be the funniest thing that has ever happened in one of your keys. Really? That was some really funny things in Shadowlands. Shadowlands was without question the most dense hilarity. Like, I mean, we have Magic Dan, we have the fucking Druid who doesn't know that he needs a Keystone to do a Mythic Plus. We have, yeah, I mean, the Ragnaros thing, the Ragnaros versus Azralan. There's so many good ones, I don't know why I'm drawing. Oh, we have No Flame Please after the guy gets lost in Plaguefall. And there's so many good clips from Shadowlands, it's insane. The 3 angels before Devos on 4 weeks. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about those. That was also really difficult. Had a full minute of RP, which everyone just hated. Yeah, there was a lot of downtime in that dungeon. That's the thing I remember the most, everybody disliking. And on high key, you have to pull 2 at a time. Yeah, I remember trying that, but that was not worth it. That warrior, yeah, that was a good one. Encrypted was my second favorite season they've ever done. What was your first? Encrypted was the best affixed Mythic Plus they had ever had, in my opinion. It was definitely the best. Like in terms of the player power grants, you know what I mean? That was the best one. But I really like Prideful. Prideful was the most flavorful one, and I feel like it had the most, like, it had the best risk versus reward. Season 4 BFA. Oh yeah, what's that called? I never remember either. Just telling the rogues to fuck off and skip. Have a skip for all. It was a, you know, and BFA was really big too because there were so many dungeons that needed skips. Prideful is my number 2. Yeah, Prideful is just so, it was so thematic. Like they did such a great job with it. Denathrius was such an empowered character. Like he felt so great to just hear the voice every once in a while. It's really the voice acting, I guess, but.
Beware.
I came back at the end of Shadowlands and rogues were just mandatory. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 dungeons that you had to skip to get under count on. Like you had to shroud. And then there was Freehold, which was like not needed, but it was very, very, very good skip. I'm surprised nobody did that skip again this recently, but I guess it was because things changed. The count changed.
Beware. 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 Beware.
3, 2,
Beware. Beware. Beware.
I don't think I can. Can I? If I grip that on the upcast, will it stop them casting Brutal Assault?
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
No.
Beware.
So scary to see that HP, and you're just used to it. Yeah, no, that, I mean, I still have 2 cheat deaths, so that wasn't even remotely scary. To do that whole hallway without cheat death proccing is crazy. That's really good. That's the best I can go, really. Big stretch of easy boulders. Seasonal fixes in BFA were pretty wild. Had probably the worst 2, and then what people would say are the best 2. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was kind of wild. Love some of the nonsense in BFA, like the Fury Warrior who did a whole dungeon with 1 weapon. Yeah, BFA had some funny ones too, but it was a lot fewer and farther between than Shadowlands. I'm still convinced that guy was just fucking around like that was some kind of plant. What was BFA's first and second seasonal fix? The first one was the Gahoon one, Infested. Where every time you fought a mob that was infested, it would spawn 2 bugs, and if they reached another enemy, they would re-infest it. And the infested mob constantly healed the mobs around it. So what Blizzard wanted you to do was CC it, but of course, that's not how people play the game anymore, so... It'd go on to mobs you weren't in combat with. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. The other one was called Reaping, which was basically like just kind of a worse version of Prideful. Every 20% of everything that you fought would respawn as ghosts of what it was. And it was really cool because of the theme of it, but it was just a total annoyance. Like, it did not do anything. It wasn't dangerous, and it wasn't, like, there was nothing to it. Prideful was awful. DPS would not use CDs on it. Yeah, but that's just the community. I mean, I like Prideful a lot because of how it firmly cemented. Like, Prideful was the best answer to whatever the Season 4 BFA one was. BFA of Season 4 BFA was so bad for me as a tank because now that you can skip literally anything in the dungeon, people were asking you to, like, skip 1 pack just so they can have CDs up or something like that. It was every single dungeon. It was different. The route had it like was changing every single time I did a dungeon. People were constantly asking for different routes. And then Prideful comes along, and all of a sudden, like, literally don't even think about asking. Like, the tank is the only person who you can trust to deal with Prideful, you know? What was Encrypted? Encrypted, basically, there was 3 mobs that were in some packs, and depending on which one you killed first, you would get a buff. And the 3 buffs were uniquely, like, very, very different from each other, and they had very different powers. And again, one of them was allowing you to skip anything you wanted. The CDR was definitely the best one for Blood DK. Like, if that CDR one existed now, I would literally never, like, I'd have 100% uptime on Vamp Blood. Woe should have always just been, woe should always have been woe. No. Say no to woe. Gahoon and Uldir in general were kind of mid. You didn't like them, yeah. I think they weren't very good either. Reaping, which is Pad, Vengeance, Silent Sigil made them just auto a tank. Yeah, they were so bad. They did nothing. You didn't even need to silence them. There was like only like a handful of casters that would ever spawn. CDR plus full health and mana regen at the same time was so great. You can pull very big with it. Oh yeah, it healed you too, right? I forgot about that. Season 1 was Pally and Warrior. What was the third one? DR and HP, right? The one was Haste, and then the one was CDR, yeah. You're talking about what woe was? Woe was... I actually don't remember. There must have been more to it. But yeah, woe was the one that everybody used to skip. Movement speed, yep. Woe was 150C and stealth for 45 seconds. Yeah, and the speed was occasionally valuable. Like there was times when we'd get it by accident. I'm like, well, that was actually nice to have that. I'll still never forget in Tazavesh when the mob shielded the so we couldn't kill it, and we got woe because of it. I made a funny video of that. Yeah, I was getting the other side, yeah, even without needing to skip anything. I was telling people to take it just because of how much running there was. I like the extra fix in Shadowlands where you can get buffs. That's what we're talking about, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
They come for you. Together we shall defeat them, Matosius.
Beware.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Okay, so this time don't rip the mob into my death. The other side was probably one of the best dungeons thematically ever. It was a really good Mythic Plus. I think that's one of the best Mythic Pluses ever. It was just the timer was a mess because all they're running. Yeah, I like a long Mythic Plus. That's partially why I like it so much. The longer the Mythic Plus, the better in my eyes. It's nice to have that wiggle room where you know that 1 or 2 deaths is not going to be an issue.
Beware.
Good chance we die here. We lost Purgatory to something bad.
Beware. Beware.
Encrypted was season 3. I thought that was season 2. No. Season 2 was oh yeah, the yeah. What's the name of those guys? Varuth? Yeah, Varuth, dude. Varuth was my guy, man. I love him. He gave me that crazy damage buff.
I shall cleave you in twain.
Kurtelos, they come for you, they do.
Beware.
35 Mythic Plus is the sweet spot for me. Gotcha. Speaking of dungeons, any Ultimate enjoyers here? I quite like that Mythic Plus. That was actually a fun one to tank. Lordy and Demon Hunter tanks were king in BFA. They would kite all out of and run out of range, die, then be like heals. Well, that was that kite meta bullshit, man. It was awful. Hey, Geg, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I didn't enjoy the dwarves, especially, but other than that, I enjoyed Ultimate. I like that fight because there was a bunch of shit that you can pull together in that dungeon. I am hoping that dungeon comes back just to have another shot at that.
10,000 years.
Now that we'll know that. So that's the thing I like about the non-rotating dungeons is like we learned something late in the season and now it's gone. You know what I mean?
No.
Why did he bot me?
This is
I didn't even notice he did it. It's 'cause they try to get this bleed off me like it's dangerous. It's like it's not even remotely dangerous. They should be using it for the bugs.
you expect these worthless mortals to defy the Legion. Souls of my ancestors, to me, aid our champions.
Tight timer. Yeah, it's a tough one. 20 deaths, 4 minutes here. The boat phase was difficult for melee, messed with my uptime. Oh, right. Not for Blood DK, it's not dangerous. No. Did you drop threat? I didn't even notice, to be honest. It's for removing the bleed, but the tank should be able to handle it themselves. Yeah, no, I know. And it's not even tyrannical, so. I don't need it. It's not even a bleed, though. Had someone go crazy at me for not dispelling it as an AUG, and I was like, you can't dispel that. Yeah, it's just like a physical debuff. It's not a dispellable bleed, I guess is how it works. I don't know. Paladins bubbling the tank on this fight is funny. Oh, yeah. You can dwarf it and bop it. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. But I mean, it just doesn't do anything. I don't even care about it. Alright, well, we got our upgrade here, looks like. Some weird things happened at the end. Cata Beta just went live. Oh, yeah. That's a shame.
2, 1.
Sleep now. Yeah, I got a lot of these piling up in the middle here. You got this. As long as no one dies, you time it with 2 minutes left. Yep. Okay, just ran into the sleep cloud. Cool. Sleep now. But I don't want to sleep. Oh, I know you don't.
3, 2, 1.
You just die a second time. Okay. If you can dwarf it, it's a bleed. Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, falling apart here at the end. So we should just try to focus on the boss. This guy ain't gonna be laughing if we lose. Yeah, we're probably gonna not upgrade this key now because of that stupid fucking nonsense that he pulled off in that middle phase. I definitely will solo it, but it will not be in time now.
2, 1.
First picked a good time to not die, and as I typed this, he died. Down to bleed since you can't dispel it with cauterize as a dragon, and the tooltip also doesn't say bleed. Yeah, I don't know. One person dead is pretty much GG on here. Yeah, it's really a mess. We're gonna get double afflicted here as well. It's gonna be really bad. What happened? Paladin died like a complete fool. Gets fucking literally run right into a sleep cloud, then gets a battle res, and then runs right into another sleep cloud. And then starts laughing about it.
3, 2, 1.
And then it fell apart after that. But it is dead. You got a lot of MLB pitchers in this key. Oh, I guess it's not good. Wait, who are they? What do you mean? Because they for sure know how to throw. Oh, I see.
3, 2.
Is that the names? I was like, wait, which one? Fugitivo? Is that the name of a pitcher? Well, I'm not sure that'd be an easy upgrade.
Whenever you come, we will meet you, and we will defend our world. Thank you, heroes. The great veil has been lifted from our eyes. We Ravencrests have sacrificed much
Thank you.
more in defense of this land.
Yeah.
I see now we may rest.
Well, it's coded odd because the only way dwarf could do it is if it's somehow a bleed.
Defend our world.
Yeah, I don't understand how it works myself, but... Everything I'm reading says it's a bleed. Maybe it was bugged. I don't know. It's got to be considered physical if Bob works on it, no? I didn't catch who the lead was, but I'd be seething at the rep alley. It was him, yeah. He was the leader. It's not a bleed. I play Aga and I can never dispel it. We're at a stalemate here. It's a physical debuff, yes, but not a bleed, which is why Bob works, but not Cauterize. It's a bleed, yes, but it's not a physical bleed. It's only a magic bleed, which means it doesn't work on mage, priest, paladin, or warlock, but it does work if you're a dwarf, and it does work if you're playing the game with your eyes closed. Okay, 26 fall. The DJ says bleed again. Maybe it's a bug. Dustin Johnson. Oh, that's an unfortunate way to brick a free upgrade. Yeah, man. That's really just a silly death on that last boss like that, man. When is a bleed not a bleed? Someone called Batman. The Riddler is messing with us. Is there supposed to be another Robert Pattinson Batman? I don't even know if they're still doing that. What do you think your success rate for plus 25 keys are? Oh god, like 10% probably.
Those Terrasect have made off with our supplies. Get it back.
What did the rogue say? I have no idea what that means. VLWSS. Is that just a typo or? Let's do our best, please. It's a good idea. October 2025. Oh wow, still a whiles away. We know this paladin, do we? Delaney sounds familiar. I think it's the guy from the Everbloom completion earlier in the stream. The rep alley? Okay. I love the conjecture over a fact. Dustin Johnson obviously stands for Dwayne Johnson. I don't know if I trust The Rock to give me WoW advice though. No, I definitely don't. He's a fucking clown. Trying to lie about not being on steroids is pretty embarrassing. Did you see the Fallout series trailer? Any thoughts? Nah, I don't even know what that is. A video game is being made into a TV show? Is that what you're saying? Those go well. The Dungeon Journal says you bleed for physical damage, but it doesn't say it's a bleed effect. Because then it would state it as a bleed effect. Like on Razan, for example, there is a symbol for a bleed effect. So you know you can dispel it. The debuff on the boss doesn't have that same icon. You stupid sons of bitches, it doesn't have the icon, guys. Would you pull two mini bosses together in the area before the second boss in a 25 fall? The big dog and the guy that does Chrono Burst. In the area before the second boss in a 25 fall. Those aren't mini bosses, but yeah, I pull all that together sometimes. The TV series is made by Amazon, so it'll probably be meh. They're the same people who ruined Lord of the Rings, right? Celebrities that are clearly on steroids trying to convince their own audience that they aren't is always hilarious. It's just embarrassing. Like, bro, who gives a fuck? I don't know why you take it and then hide it. It's not like he's competing in the fucking strongman competition or something like that. He's just doing it because it's his appearance. The Borderlands movie doesn't look great. Oh no. The Dark Souls movie looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see that. I love Walton Goggins, so I'm excited about it. David Goggins, I know, but either way, pizza time. See you later. Ooh, don't tell me about that, man. Did someone say pizza? Yeah, they did. I'm pretty addicted to pizza. I just realized he's the ghoul. I'm really excited now. What the hell? This is a weird start. Your call. Sorry, I'm just a noob DPS and got the group together. I don't know how to lead. I want pizza now. Well, you have to wait, bro. It would be salami this time, but Hawaii is really good too. Make sure to get Hawaiian. Oh god. Red flag, red flag. Red card. I saw a thing the other day where like somebody got a red card and then somebody pulled out an Uno reverse card. Like the player pulled out an Uno card. It's funny. This pally probably starts a lot of ooh-woo checks in raid chat. Oh yeah. It's only a red card in the States. Here in Canada, it's a green card. Wait, what? You're saying it... You're saying the rules of football are different in Canada than they are everywhere else in the world? Oh, no, you're talking about... I see. He's not saying it was a red flag. The pizza was a red flag. He's talking about the paladin. I was talking about literal red card in soccer.
The infinite dragonflight has already infiltrated the timeways. We must follow.
Oh, don't you worry. We'll find a way to stop them.
Please ban Cop for 1 hour. I would, but then it would automatically remove his mod privileges, and I don't feel to go through all that again. Found that out the hard way years ago when I banned Sarah. I mean, to go through it all again, it's a pain in the ass. See, that's why I only talk about Hawaiian pizza a little bit. You got to know your limitations. Yeah, you do certainly know your limitations. You're probably the person that knows their limitations the most out of anybody on this planet, at least that I've interacted with. I've never met somebody who's more in tune with their limitations than Top. Whatever happened with your back, too, dude? I never talked to you about that. Are you okay? Just from sitting or something? I don't know why you banned... I'd ask why you banned Sarah, but I have a feeling I don't need to ask. It was just some silly, like, you know, being silly kind of thing. Like, she probably said something about something, and I was just like, alright, you're banned. And then I was like, oh, fuck, it removed the mod. Like, god damn it. But then she was upset because I unmodded her. She thought I, like, straight up actually unmodded her, but I had to explain it to her.
We hold the line. Beware. Time itself cannot stop me. 3, 2, 1.
I made some adjustments to help with that. I got a lumbar support pillow. It was from sitting for so long. Never got like that before. Was hurting for 8 hours before I gave it in. Jeez, that's crazy. It's funny because yesterday was the most I sat at my computer chair straight in a long time. Like, I sat down at my computer at like 11 o'clock and I did not get off the call with Harry until 4:30. So that was like 6 straight hours without getting up. And man, pretty much everything that interacts with the chair was very tight yesterday after that.
From the shores of time. 3, 2, 1.
It's for sure not a bleed if it's an unspecified physical dot. Nope. I talked to Johnny Blizz. He said he bleeds when he uses it. And I'm way behind. Yes, you are. I needed to take more stretch breaks, no doubt, but I got in such a good rhythm, I thought I could push through it. Yeah, no doubt. No more ignoring my back ever again. Yeah, I bet. That sounds scary. It's alright, we can stretch out the bleed conversation a little bit longer. Yeah, does anybody, like, if you bopped yourself IRL, do you think it would remove it, or do you think it only works in-game because of something, like, in-game related? I don't even know. I guess I'm glad Dwarf Ratio removes unspecified physical dots. I have a chair that gets really uncomfortable to sit in for longer than an hour. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much every chair. You missed my comment earlier about Padded Classic being the fastest way a man becomes flaccid. What the fuck? Yeah, that is like negative interest for me. I would not even consider playing Padded Classic. Metro, what's a good opener at the start of a dungeon? So when you hit a pack, you drop health, you don't panic. Just use your major CDs. That's the main thing you want to do, is just always make sure you're opening with some major CD. Wow, we just double part. What the fuck?
They have often tried to corrupt the true timeline, but to invade the Bronze Temple to do so. Beware.
Time to farm 15 deaths to this trash? Yes, this is the time.
Beware.
I never expected it to be that hard.
Must be far in the past then. They risked
They did kill it.
all of time as we know it.
Indeed. And they will stop at nothing to ensure the rise of my darkest self.
This trash is an actual meme. Oh, really? Like it's got a picture of something funny that people use for, like, a template for jokes. Like a baby shaking his fist or something like that, probably. Okay, not that literally. Oh, okay, my bad. Apparently it somehow kills Shaman on Tyrannical Weeks too. Oh, yeah. That was the other dungeon. You're thinking of the other dungeon. Did the healers say anything more than tank now? Not sure what he meant. I don't know if he was hoping to open up a dialogue with me, but I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Wow. Maybe it was a command. Yeah, he was requesting that I tank, yeah. Maybe he was volunteering to take over. Oh, that would actually be nice. All right, let's see what happens.
The time ways.
No, we're trying to fix them.
The time ways shall be protected.
Only 4 deaths here. That is really good. Was it only 4? You're just on the first pull, right? As a healer, this boss is unfun. Yeah. The first smack from this boss doesn't play around. It's weird how yeah, it's like it's really hard. Oh my god, we did it again. We did it again. The guy bloodlusted 2 seconds early. Wow. And now he just drums. It's funny. Hoping nobody noticed that, I'm sure.
Sands of time, I call upon you. Count the seconds.
Did one of these today where one player kept standing in the slow section when they had the dispel mechanic. Luckily it was a 20 and we were able to kill it anyway. As a shaman main, I always wait an extra second, so for lust, so that never happens. Yeah, feels like it's a worthwhile investment. Don't ever try to lust early. People that go clockwise during swirls baffle me. Oh yeah. I'll start doing it if you want. I don't even need to dodge them really.
Sands of time, I call upon you.
It's hard. You take a lot more damage when you do it that way.
Count the seconds. Your time has ended.
3, 2, 1.
Sands of time, I call upon you.
Mine cannot take it. He's baffled. Yep. I generally go clockwise to fit into the gaps that form this in the slow section.
The seconds pass.
Yeah, that's pretty risky. Just identify where it spawns and then move counterclockwise from that and you're out of it.
Stop. The infinite door.
With me, champions. The pathway is opened.
Didn't pop my defensive. Sorry, battle res. Wasted battle res. Sorry about that. I go counterclockwise, maybe 5 yards at max to skip the first rotation, but otherwise I go counter. I try to mix it up, like every time I try to change whether I'm going counter or clockwise. Like I'll roll a die on my desk. You guys can't see it because the webcam doesn't show really down that far, but
I have tracked the infinite
and if it's
through
even, I go clockwise, and if it's odd, I go counter.
where I dare not tread.
You're not coming with us?
I shall be with you in a sense, but not as you know me now.
That corpse above
Metro
us.
throwing them D20s. Whoa,
It's cute.
sounds like a rap thing.
He must have just fallen.
D20.
He was the biggest proto-
Hop on the track.
His hunger nearly
If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my thing cocked and sitting on the track now. Consider me less baffled. There you go.
Beware.
You sunk my battleship? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Hope you're not serious about that. Are you now swimming in the ocean and drowning?
Were even the aspects. We have to find the
Beware.
proto aspects.
I mean, if I was going to rap references, it would have said D12. Oh, that's the name of rapper. That's the name. Yeah, that's why it sounded like it. Okay.
Beware.
And then there's E40 as well, right? Trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you. D12 is Eminem's rap group. Oh, yeah.
Beware.
D12 is a group that Eminem had Eminem in it. Ironically, he was the only one who was even remotely famous. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
3, 2, beware. Beware.
You need a permit to own a monkey. Tell that to the female dancer in the E40 music video.
Beware.
He was a thief. He found himself very attracted to her. Based on the song's lyrics, I guess. I enjoyed his music. His Music to Be Murdered By album. Oh yeah. That's not a great name for an album, but probably good enough to get people to buy it. They even have a song called My Band, which plays on the fact that people only know Eminem. Oh, I've heard that one, yeah. Do you think if the class fantasy for Bloody Kid was different, you wouldn't enjoy it as much? I do think that, yeah. I mean, you don't need a permit to own some brass monkey. That funky monkey. Oh, that's true, actually.
Beware. Three, two, one.
Eminem is pretty talented to rap that fast. Yeah, I agree. He's talented. I get tilted by people that go clockwise. I find myself staring at their movements and miss my own. Oh god. That's not something you want to say out loud. Eminem is older than you are, cop. Really? I'm so old school you would think I was in my 50s or something. How old is Eminem? Is he really 50? I mean, I guess he had to be because he was so popular when I was like 13. So I'd imagine he was at least double my age. At that age, he's probably in his 20s, late 20s. He's 51, wow. Okay. Finally got it. Is the chat lagging or is it just me? I don't know. Could be just you, I guess. Just you for the rest of us is as fast as Eminem in the song Rap God is. Is there any way to bait where the other dragon runs to when he does his breath? I don't know, maybe. I haven't identified any patterns myself, but that doesn't mean there aren't any, obviously. boss is pretty tricky. Yep. Another hip hop reference for Cop to make light of.
Sinks into your bones. To perfection.
Okay.
Sinks into your bones.
Incoming tank.
We shall be fed.
Alright. Gonna wipe to the boss. It's indeed tricky. Tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. Yep. Do you think Fort or Tyran is more difficult? Fort is harder to survive, but Tyran is harder to actually finish keys on because of players. As you see here. I'm sorry, I just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, Rockefeller. Unlikely to blame you for that, Cop. Sometimes they seem to stay together the entire fight. Yeah, I don't know how it works. You guys have less now, so maybe you can time it. I think if we kill the boss here, yeah, we'll still have enough time since it's not tyrannical. I'm pretty sure he tried to breathe on someone, so he aimed it at somebody, at where somebody is standing. Get you. Just tell that boss. Cop said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out, lol. That was, yeah. That lust wasn't great, but it needed to happen because now we have two still. It was actually not great because he waited so long, if anything. Now we guarantee ourselves having it for the end of the timer. Sorry, that one was lame. I'll stop now. No, it's kind of good. Just don't do lame ones. You guys like just passing it to other DPS. Like what? I think him losing mod is warranted at this juncture. That's another death, so that's GG probably. Does the lust stack with a massive haste buff when breaking the shield? Yeah, I don't know about that to be honest, but I mean it should, I don't know. Man, those wins get people way more than you would think. Yeah, this is the hardest phase, for sure. What do you know about what? About having your picture on the back of a bubblegum card? The Demon Hunter is doing a little bit of trolling. Oh, really? Just some light joshing around. There are haste caps people hit or can't press things that fast. It's not ideal, yeah. I struggle hitting my buttons as prop pally because it's so fast. Oh wow, really? Like what, like the screen's just moving too fast for you and you can't even see where your buttons are anymore? So you're saying when I got up to 110% haste, I wasn't benefiting from it? I don't know how that part works.
Sinks into your bones.
More like the GC on the spell was really fast. Oh, okay.
Sinks into your bones.
110%, not a lot. You get like 200 on a Retocron.
Beware.
GCD speed cap is 75% haste. Gotcha. I play with two hands pressing the keybinds. Whoa. Well, Blackout Kick is 2.5 second cooldown. During the shield phase, it doesn't go on CD for me. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Alright, I won't be upgrading this one.
We face enemies above and below.
Are you going to do an Evoker leveling challenge in the War Within? A leveling challenge? I don't know. I don't have any plans on doing stuff for that yet. Oh, maybe I... Oh! Is that what I should play with, Harry? I should play with the Evoker, shouldn't I? When I play with Harry, I should play the Evoker, shouldn't I?
Beware.
You just reminded me of that. Yes, you should play Evoker. Yeah, you're right. Forgot all about that. I got work early tomorrow. Alright, see, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for playing my Pokemon game so extensively. I've been thinking about upgrading my computer because I only play on a laptop and get rough performance sometimes, but I feel like getting a gaming laptop for WoW is a bit superfluous. Yeah, definitely don't buy a gaming laptop just to play WoW. You won't be playing the Evoker, you'll be observing. Yes, exactly. That would make it even easier to coach him. Maybe you can get someone from chat to play Fire Mage. Hello, Artorius, would somebody welcome? The only benefit of a gaming laptop for WoW is you're hiding your WoW playing from your family. Like Rusty, yeah. I would totally be down to play Fire Mage. Nah, it's a joke. That was a joke. Hey, Jose, would somebody welcome? Keys are as expected. I'm thinking of messing around with Fire Mage because of the past 2 streams. I would love to see if I can out DPS these chatters. Well, it's only the one guy, but yeah. I think anybody could. I think the best way to do it is to switch specs. Or just play the Flame Strike build. That's what people were saying yesterday. Apparently there's another build that isn't anywhere near as hard to play and has way better AoE.
Beware.
Motion to rename A-Bomb Limb to Slappy Hands. You need to get Cyan with the 2 of you on a Shaman. That way you will see just how far you can push the global latency. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do playing in Japan. Arcane is more fun, just saying. Fire isn't fun to me, but that's subjective, of course, yeah. I mean, that doesn't look fun to me at all. I can't ever imagine playing a spec like that. Having to play a spec where people are constantly, like... If you ever say, like, I suck because of what you did, then why I've never, ever... That's the complete opposite of why I play Blood DK. Literally the complete opposite. Like, the reason I fell in love with Blood DK was because it did not matter if the healer was present. So I'm absolutely not ever going to play a DPS spec that is just going to constantly say, like, oh, you didn't pull around my CDs. It's like, that sounds like the most annoying thing that could ever happen if it's truly needed. Lower the key, the better Flame Strike is because things die faster, yeah. I did a 2 on Fire Mage on a 440 eye level and got 90k AoE. But if Combustion wasn't available, I got horrible DPS. Gotcha. Did someone just admit fun is subjective? Holy crap. Combust is usually up, to be honest, with SKB.
Champions of the Titans.
We've talked a bit about red flag specs. Do you think there are any green flag specs? I mean, at this point, no, unfortunately not, because nobody plays the specs that I would like to see the way I would like to see them the most. Like, let's put it this way, right? Like, Resto Druid is a totally useless pick for half the keys we end up in with them in. But if they actually just took their interrupt and focused on doing damage on bosses, they would be one of the best healers in the game, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, like, we can't even have a legitimate conversation about this because nobody plays the class the way that would be optimal for pugging. Like, historically, Balance Druid was the best pick ever because of trees. It would make, like, the blood decay problems just completely go away. If the guy can just pop trees on the pole, then all of a sudden blood decay is in 0 danger the rest of the time, you know? But you don't even, like, even now that they have fucking all these talent points, you don't ever see trees once. Like, I don't think I've seen trees since Dragonflight has launched. So, that's kind of it. Shami's are a green flag for me. Ellie's really the same way in that case, because they have, like, Rock Ellie, and they have a bunch of utility that's really good for tanking, but it's just, like, not even a problem at this point. It's not even a thing anymore. Frosty Can and Holy seem to be pretty consistent. When they do get invited, they offer a lot of utility. Death Knight DPS offering a lot of utility. I wouldn't say that. I mean, maybe you're talking about comps without a Death Knight. But obviously, as Blood Decay, I bring everything they bring. Having the second grip can be nice occasionally, but almost never needed. Fairland Windwalker, I'd say. Shami can go either way. Another deplete. Have you been able to time a key today? I don't remember. Check the sheet though. We had like 3 that should have been upgraded, and they've all just failed at the end. And unfortunately, this is a really awkward timing now. I got to go by like 3:15, and it's 2:40. By the time we're done, it'd be 2:45. So I probably won't have time for another one, unfortunately. They bring AMZ. Well, I mean, if they take it. But in multiple, like that Death Knight in the previous key, he didn't have AMZ. Or if he did, he didn't use it a single time. I mean, they can help group mobs, and yeah, I guess your perspective is you have enough of utility. Yeah, we're good on that front. Frosty K seemed to pull packs by accident. Oh, really? That used to be a big problem when I started messing with it in BFA because of that Frost Whelp thing that would go shooting out whenever you use Icebound, or whatever it was, Pillar of Frost. DPS in this group is garbage, this one. We had our fair share of problems, not DPS related, but I didn't even pay attention. I definitely wish Frosty K was better. It's my favorite fantasy. Oh, really? I kind of like Frosty K's fantasy, actually. That's an unholy main. I'm only ever bringing utility if I'm the only Death Knight. Yeah. And for years, like, the unholy version of Grip was just worse than the Blood Decay one, you know? I don't know if that's still true at all, like if you have a longer CD on it, but... Do Death Knight DPS take the double Death Grip talent? I think Frost Whelp is still the problem with accidentally pulling packs because we have it again. Kind of annoying to keep into account. Yeah, it was like a really hard to play spec because that, and then Cinder Ghost's Fury, like you'd have multiple things that shoot out from your character. Arm seems to do big DPS right now. Oh, really? I have not seen that myself.
Beware.
I have 2 stacks of grip on Unholy, yeah, and Slappy Hands.
3, 2, 1.
We take that, yeah, and A-Bomb Limb. Gotcha, even Slappy Hands. That's unfortunate. This happens all the time. I think we'll still get a couple points for this at least. Out of all the tanks, I avoid Bear and then Demon Hunter. Oh, really? Avoid Demon Hunter. Why? Feels like a tyrannical boss. Yep. I mean, it's a long fight no matter what. This phase really... Oh, okay. Forget it. Now we probably won't even kill it. They have an ego complex. Oh, really? Oh, I popped my CDs a bit too early. Yeah, we're not going to kill this. Oh, okay. You canceled that. Demon Hunter tanks watch the MDI and think they can do that too. Oh, really? That guy standing outside of it? Demon Hunter used their sigils well. Made the packs a lot easier, but they suffer from flavor of the month. Yeah, no doubt. Vengeance is often the flavor of the month tank. Yep. Every human being has an ego complex. Yep. I listened to Anthony Hopkins talk about ego the other day, and he was talking about how it's like, he was talking about how it's like crucial to have some type of an ego, but to know when it's hindering you. Like, if you have like zero ego, you'll never progress in life. Like, you'll just always get walked over. But you need to know when you have to like turn it against itself, kind of thing. I love using Sigil of Silence on far away ranged packs, I bet. The actor, yeah. Alright, well that's a very unfortunate end. Had a Vengeance complain about kicks in a tall when they didn't use chains a single time. Oh yeah. And it's interesting because the egocentric view we all have to some level or another is one of the things that make eyewitness testimony unreliable. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm still up in the air about it, but I'm thinking about not streaming tomorrow and just making another video. Especially with the MDI going on, I don't think it's going to be a very good stream. So I'm probably going to do that, because we got, like, since the last weekend, there's been like 4 more things submitted, and I still have like 6 waiting to be made now, so I'm probably going to do that, and I'll try to get maybe 3 videos out this weekend instead. But yeah, we'll see. So if this is the last stream of the week, thank you for hanging out on my birthday, especially on Tuesday. And yeah, we'll see you again next Tuesday. Hopefully next week we're finally going to have some actual WoW news. But you never know, I guess, so. I've never seen Demon Hunters not even take chains. I have seen some Demon Hunters not even take chains. It's such a great spell. Yeah, it's definitely something that I think a lot of people don't take, but as a 6-year Vengeance Demon Hunter, I don't identify with those people. As a main Vengeance for 2 seasons now, I must say it's really helpful as fuck on groups. Yeah, it seems like it's very powerful. Thank you for the stream. You're the best. Thanks, man. Alright, so yeah, we'll see. I probably won't be here tomorrow. But I'll probably be making a video, and that should be ready for Friday. But I'm going to try to get 3 videos in this weekend just to try to get caught up a bit. So thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.